All right. Sweep 2 is Fop the Shikyo. Sweep 3, do we have a volunteer? Tifa Lockhart, thank you for volunteering. All right. Sheller 2, get a Sheller to provide shell before Queen. If we get that far, big if.
I don't know if you have me down already as one of the shellers, but if not,
Yes, I do.
kill me.
It's
Okay.
you're
Come
you're you're marked down as Sheller 1. You're gonna be doing it before TA. I want another person to be doing it for Queen. All right, I'm just gonna pick someone here. You. Oh, Vash. I was like, who's this say? Just Vash.
I
Okay,
can
so
take it.
Vash. All right, we'll put Vash in. All right. Since we have a full raid, I'm gonna designate party leads. All right. So I'm only one person. While I could micromanage, 47 folks, you don't want to wait for me to do that, and like I don't want to do that. Right. So I'm gonna delegate some specific duties down to people who are in your respective parties, Alpha through Foxtrot. So I haven't done this for 2 months. So if you guys are not familiar with how I do this, I generally pick people who are new, brand spanking new. You're gonna be probably picked to lead, right? What does that mean? There is nothing that you can do as a team leader that will cause this raid to fail, right? So don't worry about making such a big mistake. Don't worry about making an ass of yourself or whatever. I'm not trying to put you in a position to fail, okay? I find that doing this kind of helps you like be more mentally engaged. Be mindful that you're like not just a passenger here. If you're fresh, okay, like everyone's doing something important. So that said, let's pick some team leads here. Alpha team lead will be, uh, let's say AD Jess, and just make sure you have your full like character name there. I don't know if that's just your name or if like who you are in party. I don't actually see a Jess in Alpha. So make sure your character's name is there so we know who you are. Neely Erd. Okay, cool. Neely Erd, you're gonna be Alpha team lead. Bravo team lead. Let's have Rio Seba. Rio Seba will be Bravo team lead. And as I call your names out, by the way, if I'm mispronouncing your name, please like tell me how to pronounce it. Like I don't want to ignore that if you have a specific pronunciation you want me to use. And as your name gets called out, please respond in Alliance chat with like a wave or something. Let me know, let your teammates know that you hear and are going to be kind of the lead for your team. All right. So Rio's wave. Let's get a wave in Alliance chat from Nearly Erd as well. Moving on, Charlie team will be led by Athen Doshin. So Athen, just give us a wave in Alliance chat. Delta, I would like to see Sterling McQueen. Sterling McQueen. Echo team lead will be Ebi Suzu. Foxtrot team lead will be. What team is Rumsey in? Rumsey, make sure you update your nickname to meet the requirements to participate. Just so we know that you actually read the requirements and you know what you need to bring, and that like we know that you're gonna follow all instructions and stuff. Thal and Nelha, are you actually in Foxtrot? No, you just. Oh no, yeah, okay, all right. So Thal and Nelha for Foxtrot.
All right.
Cool. You need to update your your Discord server specific nickname, not your like main Discord nickname. It is in the requirements to participate. So the reason I'm asking for this is because like we're full. So like if we have folks who are just like I don't want to do that, which we do get from time to time, then like we know to just put them on the bench and we can get someone else, right? Uh, but it's also a check, right? Like we know that you read the requirements if you know even how to update your nickname. Okay. So if you're wondering what that is, I know for a fact that you're new, so that's okay, right? Take a minute, read the requirements to participate, and then update your nickname in accordance with the instructions in there. Because in that channel is also like the required holsters. Like we're depending on you to bring like whatever is specified for your role, right? So if you're even if you're like a melee DPS, if you're bringing like weird stuff in, and you're not following the holster, then you're probably just going to wind up on the floor, like after the first raid wide. Okay, sometimes people will try to come in here with like skirmish, and like they find out real quick that's not going to work.
Divines are needed for a reason.
Yeah. So yeah, just make sure that make sure you include the prefix so you show up with your teammates in voice chat. That'll give us a quick like if we can quickly look and be like who's disconnected. Okay, you're like Alexander from Foxtrot, right? Like I know who you are. I know like who's disconnected. I know like the relevant people like instantly know your situation. So just make sure you add your prefix there, indicating your party, your role, and your experience. All right. Yeah, and if you're like having trouble doing that and you don't want to like be under pressure to do that, it's okay to sit this raid out and then like you can join next time. All right, that's not a problem. All right, that's still not it, Rumley. Okay, I see some effort is being made, but make sure you're formatting that to the correct like the specification and requirements to participate. The reason it is the way it is also because like so your actual name can show up in the voice chat list because I can't make that bigger, right? So your name still needs to show up there. Otherwise, we have no idea, who you are or whatever. So it looks like Bravo Delta 0 would be what you would put there because you're in Bravo Alliance. You're a DPS. That's what the D is for. And you're new, so you have 0 experience, so you put 0 there. So again, if you're having, it looks like you know how to update. There you go. All right, you got it. Okay, Animal Myth Seeker. I don't see you here. Are you in raid? If you're just observing, that's fine. Just prefix your name with like a Z or something, so you show up like out of the way of like the folks who are actually in the raid. Nicholas will not be in DC or in voice chat because he is deaf, and there's no point in having a deaf person join voice chat. So yeah, just keep in mind, Neely, we're gonna be 7 people in this section. All right, cool, good. I know sometimes it feels like pulling teeth getting people to do the nickname requirement stuff, but it's there for many. It's not. I'm not even going to say it's there for a reason. It's there for many reasons. Right? A lot of reasons which subtly kind of affect how we do in this run. Right? You all want people who read the instructions and are here to be a part of a team and not here to be like fucking off on instructions and doing their own thing. Right? You don't want that. I don't want that. So this is part of it. Okay. All right, so now we've got that out of the way. Got our raid duties out of the way. Make sure you are bringing what you need to bring for your respective role. Let me take a look here before I forget. I'm looking at 5 tanks and 6 healers on slime side, so no adjustment there. 4 tanks, 4 healers on golem side. So we got a full contingent of folks. Enough so that we don't have to do anything weird on slime side and golem side. Traffico, what team are you in? Let's see. You're on Delta. Okay, so since you're dueling, Traffica is going to provide trap perception on golem side, so I don't have to worry about that. Deputy, raid lead, and golem lead. I forgot to designate this. Let's see if anyone wants to volunteer on Delta Echo and Foxtrot to be a deputy raid lead / golem side lead. Anyone want to take that? Fopta. Oh, hold on. Well, no. Fopta. Okay, we'll have Fopta do it. So thank you for volunteering. Well, now you got it. Now you got it. People can hear your luxurious singing voice.
I was like, you asked the question and got voluntold. You opened your mouth.
Keep in mind, Fopta is also a relatively new host here in Lego, so it's not like sound like they lack experience doing anything in voice. So
I just found it funny.
I've been led by Fopta and Golem side before. Pleasant experience. So looking forward to a good time there. All right. But anyway, yeah, Fopta is going to be leading you guys when we split up for Slime Golem. So just kind of anticipate that. And Fopta, you've got 6 tanks, 6 healers, and a Perceptor over there. So you should be set up very well for a Golem side kind of run through. So whenever it's time to split and it's time for you to explain that stuff, just go ahead and you can count on that.
I'm looking at your transcriber. It's got Fopdo, Fopter, and Fops.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
It's so not, and I love it. That's great. Right. It's trying. It's doing its best.
All right. Moving on here. I think we're getting close to being ready, so I'm gonna start doing some ready checks here. Actually, no. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick to do a preemptive bio. So I'll be right back, and then when I get back, we'll start ready checking. All right. BRB.
I got lots of rocks to throw at people.
I object to this wedding.
Too bad.
That's basically how it goes.
In holy Chris matrimony.
They're like, if you object to the wedding, they basically just still go anyways. They don't care.
I'm so nervous. It's my first time here.
We were all new once. That's how we all started.
Yes, but my hands are shaking and all, and so like I'm so worried about dying.
It's fine.
I'm gonna tell you right now, as somebody who's been not only hosting but just doing this raid for like 3+ years.
Don't spoil
I
it.
will still die.
Yeah,
that's Lorian, by the way.
I know, but this is information that everyone can get a good, like, because there's other people that won't say it out loud.
Right. Some RP. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I expect us to all die at one point.
It was also the reason back when I had a lot of people that were veterans that kept coming into my runs with zeros when I knew they cleared. It was like they would ask questions. It's like, oh yeah, let's just answer that. It doesn't, so that way it doesn't detract from somebody else who may not want to ask the question, but they're worried about it because they don't want to seem, oh, I don't want to ask this question. What if it's a dumb question? Don't worry about it.
Of questions. What's the so I'm raid leading for B. What's the healer discussion and the tank discussion? I didn't see that.
For those of you who are streaming, feel free to stream. No issue there. If you want to share your link, there is a channel called Share Your Stuff. If you want to link your stream there and let people know you exist on Twitch or whatever, then certainly make sure to make use of that. And I should also mention that I'm streaming as well. So whoever didn't make it can follow along later on. Copy text. Cool. Okay. We're gonna start doing some ready checks here. If I'll keep ready checking until everyone replies in the positive, because usually when someone does not respond, then like other people will get up and do something else while they think they're waiting for that other person to return. It always happens, so just kind of bear with it.
For those of you who are screaming.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know, I'm reading the thing. For those of you who are screaming.
Oh, okay. So we're waiting for Spooky Mochizuki and Kayuri Imperia. Yeah, I'm not like the best like talker.
Well, no, I just find it funny. Like it's making an act. It is doing its best, and it's getting maybe one letter off, and that's pretty good for a what it is.
Yeah. For those of you curious, I'm using it's like a whisper model for transcription. I'm just using like the tiniest model, so it's not like super accurate.
I mean, it's accurate enough. Like I said, it's maybe getting 1 or 2 letters wrong.
Right, Kairi
in
is
some words.
responding in the affirmative. We're waiting for Spooky. Okay, Spooky's ready. Okay, cool. We'll run ready check again because other folks might have walked off when that ready check failed. Yeah, this is a new ready check. Yeah, so like different people are not responding. It's just it's just how it is. Right, we want to make sure we're all here before we attempt to go in. Because the hardest part about DRS is actually getting into DRS. I hear Nobu, let us know when you're ready.
Good old Q-Prog.
Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage.
So Hironobu Sakaguchi, let us know when you're ready. Actually, I should type it out because they might actually be truly AFK. Yeah. The hardest part after getting in is Slimes and Golems, and then after that is Trinity Seeker. Oh, don't do that, please. Don't spam it up. Well, we're trying. We're here with like 47 other folks. We want to make this as least annoying as possible. I'm already pretty annoying with my like prep, so. All right, Hironobu, are you back? Let us know. Let me check. By the way, sometimes we have like a JP speaking person. I just want to make sure that okay, we're all English speakers here, according to the in-game thing, anyway. All right, still waiting for Hironobu just to give us a sign of life in the Alliance chat. Like if they're gone too long, I might just drop them in. Okay, there we go. Ready checking again. So I know Kairi is hitting a dummy, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Got a combat blacksmith clicking things. All right, so we're all as ready as we can get. Cool. Let's go in. Yeah, whenever if you're in combat and a ready check goes out, it always auto declines. So just keep that in mind. Not everyone knows that because folks are like I don't know what your guys' experience is, right? We're just kind of strangers who happen to meet today. So welcome to Lego Steppers. And again, I'm Nacl Free. I'm your host for today. So hopefully I can represent our community well. All right. So welcome to DRS. You got past the hardest part of DRS, which is getting into the instance, right? Because if this wasn't the hardest part, then you probably would have done this on your own instead of seeking out like Lego Steppers or whatever. So welcome to DRS. You're now here. You're literally getting experience right now. So when the gates go up, please do not jump on those glowing pads. Okay, we're gonna jump all at the same time. I'll give a command and we'll jump at the same time. We want to wait up here because this lost finds cache that's right in front of us, this is the only chance that we're gonna get to do anything related to like modifying our holsters. Okay, once we jump, we cannot come back here to the lost finds cache and make edits. Right, this is a one-time chance thing here. So we want to make sure that we're prepped up, ready to go before we all jump at the same time. Okay. Once you're done at the Lost Finds cache, step away from the cache and back onto the stairs. Rally onto the marker that matches your team. If you forgot which team you're on, you can look at voice chat and be like, "Oh, what's my nickname again? I'm ATC Nacl Free. I'm part of Alpha Team, so like sometimes I'll forget. Like when I'm in a run that I'm not leading and I'm in like some random alliance, like sometimes I'll forget. So it's a good reminder there. So go ahead and pop your pure, pop your resistance re-raiser. Full charges of your first 2 lost actions, full charges, that's important. If you're like somehow like 9 out of 10 on your final power, then pop a fresh one because you're gonna need those charges, okay? Once you've done your pre-pop, go back to the cache and load up at the very least what is required for your job. And then with if you have remaining space, like the holsters that I have in requirements to participate, they're not accounting for all like 99 or whatever holster space that you have. Okay, it is critically important. Well, yeah, it's critically important. I'll say that critically important that you guys completely fill your holsters, right? Because as I said earlier, we can't come back here. So just make sure that you have a maximum amount of stuff in your holsters. If you don't know what to put in there, I highly suggest putting as many resistance re-raisers, the blue feathers, as you can. All right. If you've got, if you can't fit any more re-raisers, put something else that does fit in that space. If you walked away from the cache with like 1 or 2 spaces remaining, please go back to the cache and fill those remaining 1 or 2 spaces up. All right. Light curtain is 1 weight. Resistance potion is also 1 weight. So there's 0 reason to leave this cache with anything less than a completely full holster, right? The light curtain being 1 weight, that can help out during Queen. 2 of them is a very effective thing a very helpful thing to bring for Queen. If you don't have access to that, like you haven't done anything in Zadmer, that's okay. Maybe you have some resistance potion, okay, 1 weight resistance potion. That can also help out. Maybe you don't use it today, but having it ready to go, it can help you in a few situations. But having empty space in your holster is definitely not going to help you at all. All right, you cannot click on empty space. You mouse over empty space, and there's like no tooltip because it does literally nothing for you. All right, but that resistance potion, the humble 1 weight resistance potion, that might help you. Like say we're at TA or Queen, and like your healers are dead, your Cure 4 is dead, and that raid wide is about to come out. There's a bleed component to it. You can try to live through it. If you have a resistance potion, you click that, and maybe you survive, right? But having like literally nothing is not going to help anyone. I have yet to do DRS and someone be like seriously like, man, I sure am glad I brought that empty space. Like I've never heard that. So don't bring empty space, right? Yes. So we do have some teams with only 1. I should arrange this outside. This is what I forgot. We do have some teams with only 1 healer, true healer. Just designate someone else in your team to help you out with I'll just frame it like that. Designate someone else to help you out with a utility. All right. Someone to bring like another copy of Steel Sting Spellforge, just to slot it in case you happen to die during the first phase of Queen's Guard, right? You don't want your team to be like just SOL and like they can't do damage if like the wrong thing happens and you're dead, right? So have a backup for Steel Sting Spellforge at the very least. I should have arranged for pseudo healers while we were outside, but that time has passed. Karu Nayuri is doing Flare Star. Do you have a second caster, Karu? I didn't see that message until just now. Do you have a second caster running Cure 4 in your team? Okay. Yeah, as long as you got a caster doing Cure 4 for you, then you can do Flare Star. So I'll note you down here as Flare Star. Alright, so thank you for doing that. Yes, Martialist is no-go. If you see... Okay, check your teammates, guys. Not just the team lead, but everyone. Make sure that everyone's got a Pure Essence and Re-Razor on. Mouse over, if you can, the Reminiscence buff, that blue buff at the very beginning of your team. they should all have, like, you can check their actions, and if something looks wrong, you can question them on it. Okay, and they might learn something today, or you might learn something today.
Quick question. Sorry, first time doing this, and I'm not really used to changing my holster. For healer, and since I'm also doing shell, my holster should be shell 2 and arise. Is that correct?
All right, make sure, because I see you have shell 2 slotted in. When I'm talking about your holster, I'm talking about like when you click the Lost Finds holster button, you know, that list of actions that you have in your holster. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
The holster doesn't mean like active, right? You have shell 2 active. You're not going to use that until like TA, which is like very far into this dungeon. So right now, that's essentially a useless slot, because I'm not going to be asking for shell 2 like before TA.
Okay.
So you wanna have something else in there.
Let me change that.
So as long as you meet the minimum requirements for the holster part, what you have active right now as a healer, and this goes for all healers. I'm not gonna be super strict. Like, you don't need to have like Steel Sting or Spellforge and Lost Arise. I just have Lost Arise there just so you can have one more to carry with you, because we're gonna be doing a lot of rezzing, right? Like usually after we kill TS, like there's a bunch of people dead on the ground. So the more Lost Arise we can bring, the better. But the absolute minimum is I think like 3 or something. So yeah. But yeah, Lost Shell 2. Okay, so that Arise makes more sense. So thank you for doing that change. As far as Protect 2, I know in recent weeks I've been asking for Protect 2 for Slimes and Golem, but since today we somehow, out of nowhere, seemingly got 48 people. We don't need that, because that's only needed for low man Slime Golem. But since we have like a full contingent, we're just gonna do a normal kill strat where not a whole lot of damage is going out. So again, make sure you guys move around. Don't get AFK checked here. If you are AFK for more than 10 minutes, the game itself will kick you out. That's not Nacl free kicking you out of the instance. Okay, the game itself will just boot you from the game, boot you from the instance, and I'm not gonna ask people to pop out to pick you up, and then we have to come back in here from the beginning and pop pure essence and all that. Okay, if you get AFK kicked, then we're just gonna keep going and treat it like you got removed from the raid. But do make sure you maintain responsibility for your own connection. Don't go AFK for more than 10 minutes. Don't ignore the warnings. There's like a bunch of warnings that show up. Please don't ignore that, okay? Yeah. Not AFK kick is not, it's not just you died, but like we can't even bring you back into the story. Like we can't res you out of an AFK kick. You might have to go slime side. Whatever team you're in, just chill with them. I already checked before we came in, like our composition. We have enough folks on slime and golems to execute. No indom. Okay. Who's a Sterling McQueen? All right. You want defense, so let's try to. Since we're here, I'm not gonna like kick you or anything. Put on Guardian. Put on Deep Essence of the Guardian. Do you have that? We can't give frags in here, so. He does? Okay. So go ahead and activate Guardian. And then furthermore, we're not going to res you, all right? I don't want to use lost. We have a limited amount of Lost Arises, and we only want to use that on folks who like actually have prepared and all that. So I'm not doing this to be spiteful, all right? But we do have like a limited amount, so we want to use those wisely. So no res. You'll still be picked up by healer LB3, so it's not like we're just leaving on the floor. But if you're dead out of combat, I'm gonna instruct our healers not to res you. Yeah, it's okay. Like I know you're new, so it's not yeah, like I don't hate you. All right. I do hope that you become a an effective DRS runner and help us with future runs. But just for today, no res on Sterling. All right. Reindeer still have the cache. That's fine. While we're waiting for the cache to clear, make sure you guys click your Lost Finds holster. Use your Mark 1 eyeball to go through that list and make sure you're bringing what you expect to bring. It is very easy to be like coming up here, making an edit, and then walking away without clicking confirm or whatever. So just make sure that you have your stuff. Again, we cannot come back here if anyone makes a mistake, okay? I've seen it on reclears. People will jump and be like, oh, my holster is completely empty. I've seen that happen on a reclear, right? That guy did not have fun that day. So just make sure that you have your stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get ready checks. Ready check and report in yell chat that your team is ready. Doesn't matter to me who does it. Just make sure it gets done and then report when your team responds in the affirmative. All members. Yes, to answer Cobalt's question in party chat, yes, we do. All right, Foxtrot ready. Charlie ready. Alpha is indicating ready. Make sure you guys don't auto brain the ready check. Okay. Don't auto brain the ready check. If you're still prepping, then make sure you click no and continue your preparation. Preparation is a savage mechanic in here. Charlie Foxtrot Bravo. Alpha is ready. I'll report for Alpha. Echo waiting on 1. Staying by for. Okay. Delta ready. Staying by for Echo and Foxtrot. Oh, Foxtrot's ready. Never mind. Staying by for. Looks like just Echo then. All right. Make sure you stay mobile. Don't get AFK kicked. That's just a macro that I have clicked. It just reminds everyone to wiggle. So try not to ignore that. Still waiting on Echo team. Just let us know when you're ready. If there's something that you need help with, then just make sure you let us know.
Echo's waiting on a potential AFK.
Oh, it's AFK. Okay. Yeah, if someone's not responsive, that's no good. All right, in a few moments when we're all ready, I'll say jump, jump, jump. Don't jump yet, but I'll say jump, jump, jump. Once we do that, Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot, you guys are gonna take the east jump pad. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, we're gonna take the west jump pad. Okay. Once you jump, folks on Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot, you guys are gonna jump down in voice chat 1 channel to Golem Gulag Gang 1 voice chat. Right, it's the voice chat in Discord right below the one that we're in, and then you're going to be taking instructions from Fapa to Shikyo. Okay. We're waiting for Echo to indicate readiness. All right, Echo ready. Let's get a ready check from all team leads again, or not all teams again. Just make sure that no one else walked off because that does happen. All right, Echo ready. Charlie, Foxtrot, Bravo, Alpha is good. Same up for Delta. Delta good. Okay, cool. All teams are ready. Go ahead and jump, jump, jump. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams, go ahead and hop on down to Golem Gulag Gang voice chat, and you're gonna be taking directions from Fapa to.
Wait, can you repeat that one more time? As far as okay, sounds good. Okay, appreciate it.
Fabro, did you mention that he has to involve at the end?
Nothing bad ever happens on Golem's side. Yeah. It would be funny. And then the first person to do it would essentially either force a wipe or force us to use resources that we should have probably used after Trinity Seeker. Smile. Nah, treat it like classic Titan extreme. You fall off the edge, can't be resurrected, you're just gone for good because your body's at the bottom of the chasm. I remember when dying meant you couldn't get resurrected in certain fights. Angry chicken nugget. I mean, you say you have it easy, but Titan still gives people a run for their money, even if you can resurrect during the fight. It's just really, really, how do I put it? It's DDR. It's Dance Dance Revolution. If I'm being honest, I didn't like Shiva's Unreal because the weird level syncing and like the weird way it scaled up just made her fight feel dragged out and repetitive and just like it was the same four mechanics in the same order over and over and over again. I did like that the tanks had their mechanic intact. It was very difficult getting new tanks to understand, hey, you hold the boss if she has this weapon, I take the boss if she has this weapon. And the number of tanks that were like, wait a minute, I'm tanking because I provoked, and then they take back and they get slapped with blunt damage and they die. It's like, oh, now I know why you took it. Yeah. But I didn't like Shiva's Unreal. It was just I don't know. It feels like she had way too much. It didn't feel like she had even that much health back in the day. It felt weird. Oh, trust me, if you think the weapons being unreadable was difficult, you should have done Nacl back in the day. Nacl didn't have text in the chat box when she did her quotes. You had to look at the speech bubble above her head only. So, you know, if you found that difficult, good luck. You know, that was the yeah. I think she was the fight that got the devs to say, okay, no more speech bubble mechanics. It wasn't that Aether couldn't read. It was that like the speech bubble moves over her head. It's like locked in a position in a coordinate above her head. So if she's doing animations and you're turning your camera, it's uh-oh. But yeah. It was some people had a problem with it. Other people's had immense issues with it. I remember our bard back in the day just could not read the speech bubble. I don't know what the deal was, but we had to read everything out loud and or just call it out 100% every time we did the fight with her. You know. Oh well. Oh yeah, Old Bard LB3. For those of you who don't know, Old Bard used to have a healer LB3. It's great. They were truly support. I would say I just yank you into the room you're supposed to go to, but then I realize I'm not in your party.
Got the verdict, sir.
Rock and stone. Somebody said the line. Yes. Rupture called. Oh. Stack up on the trap. Oh, well. Well, they it's a wipe. Nacl called wipe. Group up near the explosion trap in red room. Don't touch it yet. Who was the one that needed Indom? Sterling. All right, cool. Where are you, buddy? There you are. I see ya.
Unfortunate, like that's a new tank lesson that you learned today. Sometimes people will go through DRS for a long time and not see like the weird edge cases of how slimes wipe, but it's all right. You guys learned it today, so you guys got to see a rare thing.
Ooh, what happened?
We just had like a +1 was pulled instead of like a not +1. We just had an overpull. Well, I don't think we're gonna see it again. Go ahead and depart instance, and we'll pop back out and try again. But yeah, I think procedure-wise, we all know what we need to do. There was a little bit of lag for our DPS pulling the first sanguine class, but once they understood that the sanguine class keeps showing up, then it looked like they were doing what they needed to do. So I don't have any concerns there. Oh yeah, McQueen, who was it?
I already handed frags to the one that needed.
All right, so make sure you get like 5 pure essences, well 4 now, and then let us know when you're ready. Clarity frags. Let's see. I think I have those. Yeah, I got 78. Where are you? I'm looking for here with the ear. Okay, that doesn't help me. Where's here? Let me right click target you. There. Oh no, that's Elena. There you are. I got you. Stand still. You need clarity, right?
Were you talking to me?
Neely. All right. See what you can get with that. And then if you have extra, just give it to someone else who needs it. what else is going on here? Yeah, if you have 6 Indom Pures, you're good. I'm not gonna take us in more than like 5 times. Oh, was someone in the wrong corner of the southeast room? Is that what happened? Okay, yeah. So make sure, again, healers, make sure you're looking at the positions during slime clear picture. I have you guys standing in specific positions because we want to eliminate like a whole bunch of ways we can wipe. So whoever was the healer in that room, just make sure you're standing in that corner, because as you learned firsthand, slimes will, like viscous clots will wander into that room and hang out in that corner. So that's why that healer icon on the picture that I have in raid text chat is not in that corner. Yeah. All right. So that wasn't even a tank issue. That wasn't even an edge case thing. So that is an error in procedure. So just make sure you're staying in the correct corner, and you shouldn't see that again. Yeah, every time like something, if someone triggers a wipe somehow, and like we're trying to identify you by name, it's not like we're not trying to shame you. Okay, I don't write your names down in like these people failed diary. Like I don't do that. Okay, we just need to make sure that you know that you need to fix your action, so that we don't repeat the same mistake, right? But we're not trying to shame you or anything. We're just trying to get your attention. Okay, let's start ready checking. I think everyone's got their stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, there are folks who show up and, like, we had one person literally show up, be like, don't mansplain to me how to be here. Be like, yo, man, like, you joined our raid. If you don't want to be directed, then go somewhere else. Yeah, no, that actually happened. It was Seal Solitia's first run here on Lego Stepper. Someone showed up and had the gall to have that attitude. Be like, yo, I thought you wanted our help. We got 4 folks. We'll wait a few moments and we'll run ready check again. Yeah, Scorn wrote down in his diary that I forgot markers at TA and just will never let me live that down.
I also bodied you in that death roll.
You what?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. You already forgot about it.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember that?
No, I have
Wait. We were death rolling over who got to be in the solo party.
Death roll. I said dev roll. I'm like, what's a dev roll?
No. Death roll. Yeah.
I've death rolled for something a couple of times. I don't remember what it was. And ready check again. I'm glad you guys. Thank you guys for being patient. By the way, I don't want to be like ignoring that. There's a lot of moving parts, as you can already see, to every DRS run that we hold here on Lego. Or at least for us, like I don't run an RSVP. We have a lot of new folks come through, so just we're kind of in the what is it, storming phase, storming, norming, all that stuff. But yeah, as far as group dynamics, this is us like trying to become a group instead of 48 individuals in the same place. All right, once again, pop your pure essence, your re-razor. Please do not wait until after slimes and golems to pop your stuff. The reason we do it here is because if you don't, then we're carrying a 20 weight hole in your pocket. That has 20 weight. That has 20 holster space worth of stuff that you can normally, like, you can otherwise bring with you. But you can't do that if you don't use your pure essence and re-razor here at the cache. All right, no one should be jumping, by the way. Go ahead and return to the marker. Thank you. Go ahead and return to your staging markers. Buddy check each other again. Make sure you all have your pure essence, re-razor. I don't think anyone used any lost actions, so I'm not expecting to see any changes. But yeah, every time you go in here, it's the cost of admission is a pure essence and re-razor. I don't. Well, I think there are some like learning runs specifically that go in here and do a slime golem pull, and like are like, okay, just use whatever, and then like after they do that, they exit the dungeon, and then like re-instance and start using pures. So that's one way to do it. I don't like doing that because I just want to keep going. Yeah, make sure you guys use your pure essences, okay? Check your teammates. If someone doesn't have pure essence on, just gently remind them to pop it. There you go. I was like I was like thinking I was hoping you weren't gonna type out the message of like not having your pure essence, because sometimes that does happen. Make sure you have all of your holster slots filled, by the way. Okay, check your holsters again. Click the Lost Finds holster button. Use your Mark 1 eyeball to make sure that that list is the way you expect it to look. No empty spaces. Don't bring empty space with you, because you can't use empty space. All right. Yeah. Save your. Don't use your food. Don't use your food. I would suggest not using your food outside of enraging encounters. Really, enraging encounters, like we have an enrage time to beat, but like other encounters, there's not a whole lot of damage or like any DPS race we need to beat, except for Minotaur. Minotaur is the only one that we probably want to pump a little bit. But yeah, you don't need to try hard on Dahu or Phantom or anything like that. Cool. All right, ready checks and report in Yell chat when ready. Alpha ready, Charlie, Delta. Bravo, Foxtrot, Echo. All. Oh, cache is not clear. All right. All teams have indicated ready. Cache is clear. Appraiser is clear. Jump, jump, jump. Golem side, folks. Go ahead and hop on the Golem.
Yeah, it's important to note that if you're the fizz ranged for the green golem that will turn red, you want to disable auto attacks during metamorphosis. It's okay if you auto attack while it's green, or attack or whatever while it's green. You're not gonna interrupt the first metamorphosis. you'll wait to interrupt the metamorphosis once it's red, because it tethers to the first instance of damage dealt, aggro generated, or whatever, to that player. You want to let the tank, in this case Sterling, unmend, and you want to see that chain before it's okay to target it again and do your thing. From that point on, auto attacks won't be an issue once it's tethered to Sterling. But just be sure that once you see that first metamorphosis con, just disable auto attacks and just, like hands off keyboard for a little bit. Wait till you see that chain between the red golem and Sterling. And then once Sterling starts kind of making his rounds around the arena, or sorry, the room, and just casting Unmend, then you can go back to targeting and doing your stuff. And then from that point on, interrupt every single metamorphosis.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. I think I just misunderstood that it turns green to red through that first metamorphosis.
Yes, because what's essentially happening is the golem is completely changing the way that it operates. So from green, it's acting like a normal enemy, a normal ad. It's gonna auto attack, but it's not fatal, it's not scary. Once it changes to red, it auto attacks with tank busters, and it specifically targets, it specifically tethers to whoever deals first damage or generates threat initially.
Yeah.
This also means abilities like Reprisal, which also generate threat, it will tether to you if you use Reprisal, as an example.
Could I just not use any moves at all until he turns red?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If you want to just stand there and look pretty until that first metamorphosis cast, that second metamorphosis cast goes off, then yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Absolutely something you can do.
Sweet, thank you.
Just
Echo readiness. Can I get a rock and stone? I gotta play some more Deep Rock. Problem is I can't do that and Monster Hunter at the same time. That's all right. Just allow. Yeah. Oh, well. Get it down to like 10%. Get it really low. No dots. Hold. That's all right. Well, it should be on Sterling now. So well, never mind. To traffic.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Oh, excellent. Hell yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, we cleared. What are you talking about? Nothing bad ever happens on golems.
Sorry about that. I thought he would aggro to me, and I guess I was too far away, or I took too long. All right. Yeah, I didn't realize after I stepped in the trap, I accidentally clicked on the chat, and so I was trying to get up, but I was actually typing the whole time. So just a panic moment. So it was my bad. Sorry, guys.
You ran right over it. I was like, no.
Echo is all alive.
I just see 24 people coming back on this pad and like no one's saying anything. Y'all good? Everyone okay?
Oh
Everyone
yeah.
okay?
No, nothing bad ever happens on golem side.
It was a great time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Did you decide just to scare us for shits and giggles?
That might have
No.
been. Maybe they're doing. No, just kidding. All right. But yeah, thank you, Fapta Shikyo, for leading Golem side. Also, I haven't done this before, but it's I've designated Fapta as deputy raid lead just so, like, if something happens to me, like I disconnect and whatever, like we're mid pull, just Fapta will just instantly take over, and provide calls until I can get back. Well, I mean, my internet connection is pretty stable, but if shit goes south, then Fox is in charge, right? And you can actually, I mean, you can even designate other people to call for you if you don't want to call. But right now, I'm hosting and I'll be calling, so no need to worry about that too much. That's just a backup plan. Okay, so welcome to Trinity Seeker, Golem Side folks. Thank you for completing Golem Side. Fapta, thank you for leading Golem Side through their encounter. Fapta, is there anyone you want to recognize on Golem Side for exceptional heroics on getting you guys through? Cool. All right, so yeah, thank you everyone on Golem side then. All right, tank stance check. I'm gonna ball hog this one because I haven't tanked this for quite a bit. It's been like more than 2 weeks for me, so I'm gonna ball hog. So all tank stances off, and as far as fourfold mercy goes, I'm gonna call it out by the markers, like safe spots by the markers. So if you can recall in normal mode, Trinity Seeker will slash 4 times through like in 4 different corners. The tell for that is if you want to look at the swords, that will tell you like which sides like it's about to slash through. But if you don't want to, if you don't know, like if you're not good at doing that, like reading that tell, excuse me, if you're not good at reading that tell, then like I'll call it out. Okay, I'll call it out which markers are safe. I'm not asking you to stand on those markers. I'm just asking you to dodge from the midpoint of the boss's hitbox towards that marker. So like for example, I might say like 1, 3, 2, 4. Those are safe sides that I'm calling out. So you want to dodge a little. You want to dodge a little bit towards 1, a little bit towards 3, a little bit towards 2, a little bit towards 4. Okay. Don't run a marathon. You're not trying. This is not baseball. You're not trying to touch all the bases. Just dodge towards those directions. Okay. All you need to do to dodge fourfold mercy is this movement that I'm doing in front of you. This awkward dance club 2-step. This is all you need to do to dodge fourfold mercy. Anything more than this, and you're gonna get hit by a sword. All right. Oh, you've never been to a club? You don't know what that is, but you've been to like a country club, honky tonk. You guys do the electric slide in there, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. You can do it. It's electric. Boogie yogi yogi. Okay, this is all you need to do to dodge fourfold mercy. Anything more than this, and you're getting a sword to the face. All right. Everything else, just follow callouts. Do what you think you need to do. Use your lost actions. Try to time it with your 2-minute burst window. If you don't know how to do that, just use them whenever you see them lit up. Lost Font of Power, Lost Font of Magic, Banner of Honor Sacrifice, your dervishes, your cure 4s, whatever, okay? Try to time it with a 2-minute burst window. If you don't know how to do that, just use them whenever they're lit up. Better to use them suboptimally than not at all. All right? That's all I got. Let's go ahead and get ready checks out. Report in Yell Chat when ready.
Oh, I've got something for everyone since it's been a while since I've been in here.
Oh, clear this. There we go. All right, I was gonna yield the space to you, but you did it. All right, there you go. The run has been blessed by Vash opening up a can of Dr. Pepper.
Oh shit.
All right, Foxtrot ready. Charlie, Echo, Bravo, Delta, Alpha is ready. All right, all teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Hello, Trinity Seeker, I missed you. Everyone pop food. Tank stance check. Only I should have tank stance on. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Yeah, you still need to heal as a healer. Like if your cure 4 is dead, like you still need to heal. So don't assume that you don't have to heal at all as a healer. But it is true that the bulk of the healing is done by the cure 4 caster. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2, let's get it. Lost actions, potions if you got them. I don't have any on me today because I'm a bad raid leader and a poor example for everyone. Raid Y going out, by the way. Just mitigate for your teammates. All right. Fourfold Mercy coming out. The sword glow is the tell. Okay, it is safe is 1, 2. Oh, are we gonna get the legendary pattern? We are. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can count up from 1, you can do this mechanic. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the safe dodge. Here we go. 2, 3, and 4. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Okay. Stack up inside the boss's hitbox. In the boss's hitbox now. In the boss's hitbox, we have pushed phase. Sides are not safe. This is a hot wing. All right, tank stack up front, stack and share this next buster with me. This is a stack buster. If you are not a tank, do not be up in front. Make sure you guys mitt. Clear front, clear front. Only I should be up front. If anyone else is here with me, I am dead. And probably you too. Okay, stack up for chains, stack up for chains. Wait until the overhead thing goes away, then move. Wait. Alright, we're gonna break and get knocked back into a wall. Start moving now, break your chains now, get knocked back into wall. Do not get knocked out of the arena. Do not get knocked out of the arena. Get knocked into a wall. Alright, back into the middle, get away from the edges. Save your burst. We're gonna start bursting when we come back from this dash. All right, right side of 3, right side of 3, right side of 3, and we're gonna run behind the wall at 2, behind the wall at 2, behind the wall at 2, right here. All right, line on 2, line on 2. We have push phase again, burst now. This is a stack mechanic. Don't take a lonely laser to the face. All right, stay stacked up. Stay stacked up. All right, stack it up tight on me. We're gonna bait this triple laser into as tight of a spot as possible. And we're just gonna take a few steps out of the way here. Triple laser coming out. All right, be on sand, sand, sand. Do not be on stone. Be on sand, 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 sand. We are not pushing phase here. So we're gonna see triple earth breath and stone. Next is triple earth breath, then stone. If you get marked, if it looks like it might be you, start moving away from the party. Rotate the earth breath around the middle, away from your teammates. Do not shoot. Do not stretch the tether, okay? Be on stone, triple earth breath, go away. Stone, triple earth breath, go away. Next is sand, triple earth breath, go away. Triple earth breath, go away. Go away, don't point that towards the raid. Alright, good enough. Triple laser coming out, walk out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to the middle as best as I can. Oh, it's been a while. Not accurate. Alright, it's fine. Intercardinal safe spots, intercardinal of the boss. Intercardinal of the boss. Intercardinal of the boss. Alright, back to the middle. We're gonna dodge for a second time. Our second dash mechanic. And we're gonna come back to a fourfold mercy, okay? We're gonna uncenter this a little bit. I want this to jump. Alright, go. Alright, to the Charlie. And it's going to be as candid, unfortunately, my bad. It's gonna be, what is it? Left, right, left, boss relative. Left, right, left, boss relative. Left, right, left. Here we go. Right. One more right. And then back left. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Sorry about that. Look away from orb. Oh, I'm petrified. Uh-oh. Alright. Stack for chain, stack. Break your chains. If you started far, you need to go farther. Casters, do not force your teammates to break that for you. Okay, that is not the thing to do. Raid by going out. Stand clear of Nacl free. I'm going to take a buster here in a few moments. Okay, he's going to jump back to the middle. We're going to see a sand or stone sandwich with a fourfold filling. There's going to be sand or stone first, then the fourfold, then stone or sand. So the fourfold telegraph is coming out. So it's going to be 3, 2, 4, 1, right, left, 3, 2, 4, 1. We are on stone first, then 3, 2, 4, 1, then sand. Here we go. 2, 4, and 1. Finish on sand. One more random sand or stone after this. There it is. Be on stone. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Where's the orb? There's the orb. Look away from orb. Get away from the flower. Dodge the grid first. What am I getting hit by doing? What the hell? Get away from flower. Stack it up inside the boss hitbox. Vash, are you a tank?
Like, no.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, get inside the boss's hitbox. The sides will not be safe. The sides will not be safe. All right, if necessary, we're gonna hold DPS at 4%. We are at 13.5 right now. Sides are not safe. If we have to walk out, uh-oh. Yeah, you okay there? I saw the paint. All right, make sure you're using your lost actions. Don't forget, like I just did. Okay, hold LB3. Do not LB3 this yet. We're gonna get knocked into the wall. In front of the wall at 3. In front of the wall at 3. Then it's going to be blank spot 2 alpha 3. Blank spot 2 alpha 3 around the untargetable avatar. Blank spot 2 alpha 3. Here we go. Blank spot 2 alpha 3. Stack for chain. Stack for chain. Stack. Stack. Break chains. Break. And healers get to the middle. Healer LB3. Your teammates. I see a plus sign healer, so I'm assuming that they are a dead solo healer. Is that the case? Let's get a sack on that healer so they can get up for healer LB3. Okay, I'm gonna do a safety movement here. There's gonna be sand or stone with a hide or don't hide. It's gonna be a hide, and we are on. So it's gonna be, what is it gonna be? I can't see it. It's on sand. Sand first, then hide. Sand, then hide. Sand, then hide. Sand, hide. Oh god, alright. I did call that out early. So that's not me. Okay. Go ahead and kill the boss, and we're just gonna res you guys. Alright, good job. Everyone stay here. No one should be going ahead, even if you know what you're doing. Do not go ahead. Traffic of Falena is going to be going ahead and scanning for traps, and then departing for the duel. No one else should be going ahead. Even if you know what I'm going to say, just stay here, okay? Healers, go ahead and start rezzing, please. Make sure you guys are following the res protocol. So one healer at a time should be working on one body, okay? Stand on the body to communicate that you are going to slot in Lost Arise. Once you're standing on the body, slot in Lost Arise, and then attempt to res. When you run out of charges, step off the body, give another healer a chance. Give another healer a chance to res, okay? We want to do this to kind of spread the resource load amongst all the healers. We don't want one healer just to like gung-ho res everyone here and then have nothing for like TA and Queen. So try to spread it out. If you're not rezzing, clear away from the body because it gets confusing as to who's rezzing and who's waiting. Alright, it looks like Traffica has revealed all traps. Alright, mindfully, if you're not rezzing, manually make your way to the door in front of Dahu. Hang right here. No one should be going straight. Wait at the door in front of Dahu, okay? Do not go into that hallway. Don't target Dahu. Don't do anything there. Just chill out back here. There's no reason to go in there. Alright, so just wait here behind the bad. And it looks like we're still working on some reses, I think. Traffica's team, if you're buff capable, and if Traffica wants buffs, I assume they do, that's why they're waiting there, so. Yeah, come back to the duel area, and just hang out at this, you know what, hold on. Clear this poison trap, step away, I'm just gonna pop this and antidote. Alright, cool. So buffers in Traffica Falena's party, please come to the duel area and just wait here on the stairs. Is it just Khan? Is there anyone else? Where's your... Oh wait, is Traffica the Cure Forecaster? No, you're the duelist. Is there no other Cure Forecaster in your party? Oh, good enough? Okay. Alright, everyone at Dahu, just chill out behind the bad. Please do not go ahead of it. We don't want anyone touching Dahu and turning off the dual pad. All right, we're waiting for some RP text. How long is duel? Duel is like, it could be anywhere from like 30 seconds to 3 minutes. It's like, I think it's a 3-minute enrage. Yeah, we're waiting for it to start. Because that means traffic has jumped on the pad, which is the important part. All right, so that's what we're waiting for. Good. All right. Are these markers in place? Yes, they are. Okay, cool. So what these markers are for is a spit flame. It is similar to a limit cut style mechanic. So if you have a number of dots over your head, you just go to the marker on the ground that matches the number of dots over your head. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Okay. The second time we see that, tanks will be marked with a flare marker. 2 tanks will be selected for that. Just bring them south to whatever open spot is open, and make sure you pop mid, right? Because that's technically a tank buster. And then everyone else will get knocked away to 1 and 2 up north. So flares south, everyone else north, right? And that's all I got. No countdown since we're technically in combat, and I'm not gonna wait for a ready check or anything. So we're just gonna go into it. This is trash. Do not use your lost actions. Save those for the next fight. There's no enrage to beat here, so there's no need to try hard on Dahu. Dodge all the stuff on the ground. Dahu's gonna dash 2 times. Let me pull this a little bit more north. Never mind. I think it's stuck. Okay. It's gonna dash south. It's gonna dash south, I think. Yep, there it goes. Okay, it's going south. Get out of the way. It's gonna come back up north somewhere. Get out of the way. And then a 90-degree cleave here. Fire breath. Okay, we're coming back to the middle. All right. Lions are out. Numbers soon to follow. Do not stand underneath Dahu. Make sure you have visibility over your noggin. All right, check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. If it looks like it might be you, start moving until you know for a fact it's not. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. All right, shockwave coming out. Half room cleaves. Other side fires right away. Okay, get knocked back to the safe spot that your numbered teammates open for you. If you know the secret jutsu, feel free to do it. Oh, come on, really? Okay, good. Thank you for the duel. All right, 5 breaths. Excuse me, 5 breaths. Get out of the way. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming up next is ads. Treat this like a long tank buster, high healing on main threat. I'm gonna do what I can to stack these guys up in the middle as best as I can. All right, rampart up. Just AE down these as I bring them in. 30% TVN. And reprisal. All right, good job. Coming up next, repeating pattern, puddle, shockwave, numbers in that order. Stand by for puddles. Shockwave coming out, shockwave coming out. Other side fires right away. Okay, numbers, check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Get in position now. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Do not greed extra GCDs. Get in position now. All right, tanks are going to 3, it looks like. Okay, just go to 3 and eat that doom. Everyone else get knocked back to 1 and 2. That's unfortunate. Yeah, make sure you go to the number. Don't go. I saw number 3 go between the 2 ads. Don't do that. That's why you don't have a safe spot down there. All right, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, Then 5, 3 autos on me, then Shockwave. 1, 2, standby for Shockwave. Shockwave going out. Other side fires right away. Okay, continue killing. Okay, single or double dash, get out of the way. It might dash again, it might not. I guess not. Alright, good job. Let's go ahead and get our dead folks up. The next jump pad is one way. If you forgot to loot a box, you're gonna miss it for this run, okay? There were 2 boxes before Trinity Seeker, 1 box after, and then 1 box right here. If that
What if
doesn't
I
sound like what...
dashed and lived as a healer?
Say again?
What if I took that dash as a healer and lived?
Then you lived? I don't know. Alright, let's get our dead folks up. But yeah, the next pad is one way. So like if you take it and you forgot something, then you're just gonna miss it for this run. No big deal. We're always doing DRS, so if you forget something here, then there's always next time. The duel was won. So when you see that why won't you or whatever, like that RP text, that's the duel being completed. So we won the duel. We don't get to witness it, unfortunately. I kind of wish we could. I want to see like a lion situation where like Traffica is like fighting right next to us, and we're just messing with Dahu while Traffica is doing the duel and being everyone's Pictomancer hero. All right, we're still working on rezzing someone, so. All right, I think that's everyone. Let's go ahead and move on. Is Spooky just like super AFK? Have they said anything? I'm assuming like something happened. They can always catch up to us, so we can still jump here. I just see Spooky like behind Dahu, so I'm not aware of anything going on with them. On and off AFK. Okay, yeah. Like sometimes people are like taking care of kids or whatever at the same time. It's fine. All right, our duelist has returned to us. So when you see Traffica, give them a high five and say, "Good job. Good job clearing the duel." All right. Coming up next, this is where Steel Sting and Spellforge matters. So I ask healers either have it on right now, or if you're like a veteran and you want to do it mid combat, that's fine. Just let your team know if that's what your plan is, so they're not freaking out as to why you're not giving out Steel Sting Spellforge at the countdown. But if you're new, don't worry about that. Just go ahead and slide in Steel Sting Spellforge, and once the countdown starts, you're going to be buffing your teammates with whatever damage that they don't already do. So like our physical damage dealers, like warriors or whatever, samurai, fizz ranged, those folks, you want to give them Spellforge. You want to give other folks Steel Sting, okay? Like paladins, dark knights. You're generally your casters, your healers, okay? Ninjas, whatever. And then mid fight, we will be changing colors mid fight, so do be careful for that. I see some like Spellforge going out. I would suggest waiting, because like I've got to cover some things here and it's probably going to fall off before we even pull. It's only 5 minutes, so start buffing at the countdown no earlier than that, and that will give you the best chance at maybe not having to cast it again for the rest of the fight. Maybe you might still have to do it. It's a non-zero chance, but it's not 100% either. All right, anyway, let's once you guys have Steel Sting Spellforge slotted in or ready to go, let's get 2 people to volunteer for Dispel. Oh, I see Norberta. I will Dispel. Okay, so yeah, make sure that you don't lose Steel Sting Spellforge and Dispel. You're gonna have both of those. Like whatever you're doing, I guess it's Spellforge. Yeah, so Spellforge, Dispel. You're gonna keep that on during the first half of this fight, and then after that, after the first half of this fight, you don't need spell forge. You can keep spell if you want, but it's not required for the rest of this particular fight. Let's get one more switch to dispel, one more keyword rather. Alright, I'll take someone. Dollhouse. You are also going to dispel. So go ahead and overwrite that lost dip. Thank you. Right, so between Dollhouse and Norberta, you two are going to work together to dispel the Queen's Warrior. Okay. So this mob right here, let me not target it and pull by accident. This mob right here, Queen's Warrior, will be tanked over here on the east side of the arena. Every time it casts boost, I'll call it out. Between the two of you, just dispel it. Be aware that dispel is a GCD action. Okay, you cannot weave it in between glares or dots or whatever. So make sure when that boost is casting, you stop doing whatever you're doing. Give it a dispel. Make sure that buff goes away, and then continue on with your fight. All right, don't assume your teammate is alive and will do it for you. Just both of you cast dispel and make sure that buff is gone. Otherwise, we're gonna get hit with a very big raid wide, which will probably kill a lot of people. All right. And then if you die, then just yell it out. Just be like dispel down. Okay. Make sure. Yeah. Wiggle check. By the way, don't get AFK kicked. Thank you for the reminder. But yeah, yell out if you died during that first phase and like you can't dispel. Make sure you say dispel down just so we know that you're down, and we can flex if necessary. All right. Now let's have all of our reflectors call out. Let's have reflectors. If anyone wants to reflect, just call it out. Alpha through Foxtrot. You don't have to be in that party to reflect that set of orbs. Okay. Just call it out. Charlie reflect, Alpha, Echo, staying by for Foxtrot, Bravo, and Delta. It looks like so. Any healers, you don't have to be an expert. You can be, if you're new, volunteer for a reflect because that's what you're here for. All right, Bravo reflect. I can reflect. Pick a letter. Let's have you reflect Delta then, Bimothy. Okay, so yeah, in the future, call out Delta reflect or whatever you're reflecting. We still need a Foxtrot reflect. Foxtrot marker reflect any healer who hasn't called it yet. All right, I'm gonna volunteer Cobalt Cinder. You're gonna reflect Foxtrot. So take a look, all of our reflectors. Take a look at raid text chat. Make sure you identify which pair of orbs you are responsible for, okay? This is at the very end of the fight, okay? If you can recall, during normal mode, these 4 bosses will retreat to their outer corners and then shield up. They'll start doing that directional parry. You have to make sure you're hitting them from the correct direction, otherwise you get doomed. Same thing happens here, except that during that phase, you are also dealing with Reflect and Aura Sphere, okay? So the Reflectors, you're going to go to your first position, whatever that is. You're going to reflect your first orb, and then you're going to reflect your second orb when the second pulse comes out. Our Aura Spheres are going to be handled by our tanks and DPS. So if you're a DPS, Slime side DPS goes north, Golem side DPS goes south, and then kill the Aura Sphere, prioritize the Aura Sphere, okay? All tanks up front. All tanks up front. We're going to be doing some stuff here. All tanks up front. I don't care if you're new. All tanks up front. Elena up front. Any other tanks back here? Is that it? All right, cool. All right, let's see what we got. I think we have like mostly new tanks, right? Here, let's have you do this.
So I have a question for F and 6 because I'm clarifying for Cobalt. We're messaging DMs. F and 6 is like between C and 2 and then B and 2, right?
Yeah. So it's gonna be like right here, and then it's gonna be like right here. I'm not being very exact, but it's like around here. What you want to do for reflect is as soon as you see your orb, stand next to it, and you cast reflect on yourself. Make sure you have yourself targeted, and then cast reflect on yourself if you're using the skill. If you're using light curtain, well, one, if you're new, I suggest you don't use light curtain. You actually use the reflect skill, so you can just spam it and like not worry about it. But if you're using light curtain, just be aware that the timing is a little tight on that. So stand next. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so like I'm looking at the picture right now. Since I'm reflecting for 6, I reflect first at F6 for the aura sphere, and then I go to wherever the blue circle with the arrow is after and do it again.
It's not the aura sphere. It's called a spirit. For you, it's called a spiritual sphere. There's a spiritual sphere that's gonna show up like right around here somewhere. You reflect that, and then you reflect the other one. There's gonna be like an orange like ground, like a danger circle. You like your typical AE marker. You would stand in that with a reflect, and that's how you reflect the damage back to it. That makes sense?
Yeah, is there a specific order? Oh, so I do the one between C2 and then B2 after?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
This is like, and this all happens at the end when they like, all respawn and split up.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
So I'll like during that I'll start saying like slime side DPS north, golem side DPS south, chain 1 target to ignore 1 in play. Like I'll start saying that just for you. You're just gonna automatically go to your reflect orb and start casting reflect. Cast reflect on yourself, stand next to your orb, and then once that's done, reflect the other one. You don't have to do it in like a specific order. It's just that arrow just means that you're responsible for 2 of those. So whatever is closer to you, just reflect that, and then reflect the other one that you're also in charge of.
Okay. What should I expect to see to know that I've reflected it successfully? Like it'll move in the other direction,
It'll
or
just die. Oh, it'll die.
It'll die. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Good questions. Okay, let's continue with this. So I'm gonna mark. I feel like we have a bunch of new tanks here. Are you new? You are new. Okay, we'll give you this. Who else is new here? Chris. Where's Chris? There you are. You're new also. Who else is new from the golem side? Glub Tubbis. Let's give you that. And Sterling. Let's give you this. Okay, all remaining tanks are just backup tanks. If any of these marked tanks goes down, you're gonna jump in and take over. Okay, don't wait for me to like pick you. Okay, just yell it out. Be like, like chain 1 down. Okay, covering chain 1. All right, what these markers mean for me, it's different for every host. Okay, we don't have like a uniform way to do this. What I use these markers for are hex 1 target to ignore, or hex 1 hex 2. Excuse me. Hex 1, Hex 2, so myself and Arsoon, we're going to be main tanking this fight. Chain pair is north aura sphere at the end of the fight. Target to ignore red no-no sign is south aura sphere at the end of the fight. 1s go first, 2s go second. Okay, so Chris, you're going to take the first north aura sphere. Sterling, you're taking the second north aura sphere. Elena, you're taking the first south aura sphere. And Glub Tubbis, you're taking the second south aura sphere. Right? What you need to do to tank an aura sphere is turn your tank stance on and get aggro, and that's pretty much it. Get aggro. Make sure you maintain aggro, and then when your aura sphere dies, pop your invuln. All right, pop your invuln because you're gonna get if you did your job right, you're gonna get an orange marker over your head. That is a tank, but that is a trap. That's an explosion trap's worth of tank buster. So just pop your invuln and don't even bother dicking around with your rampart or whatever. All right. Any questions? Make sure, by the way, since you guys are new, when you're getting a threat on your aura sphere, just spam your shield lob, unmanned shield lob, lightning shot, tomahawk. Okay. Don't even worry about doing your 1, 2, 3. The important thing is that you get and maintain aggro. All right. Other DPS might be using their actions and stuff on that thing for whatever reason. Just make absolutely sure you have threat by the time it dies. And then again, when it dies, pop your invuln because you're gonna get blasted with a tank buster in like 5 seconds. All right. Any questions?
I do have a question about that orb. Is it splash AoE damage? Should people be around me, or they should get the hell out?
Yep. Nope. Just it's a single point of damage, and you're the only one that will be targeted if you did your job correctly. Because sometimes tanks will be like wandering around, like they get disoriented. It does happen, and then like they're on the wrong side of the arena. They have to like run across, and by the time they get in place, like their aura sphere is dead. Then you're not getting targeted with a tank buster. It's some.
Right. I just wanted to
DPS,
be
so-
sure in case there would be like some wanderer people like just standing around not expecting the damage. So I just wanted that to be clear for everybody involved.
Yep, you're fine. You're not gonna kill anyone. Don't worry about that. You're not directing any mechanics.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Anyone? Any other questions? That's a good question. Yeah, wiggle check. Don't get AFK kicked. Did we lose someone?
Yes, we did.
Affirmative.
Beta
Alright.
lost runs.
Okay, so they're down. They're down a man, and they don't have LB3. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Let's talk about some mechanics here before we just really one thing. There is a Mustadio style mechanic. If you can recall the Mustadio fight, that's where you get the 3/4 circle, and you get the open side. You need to receive damage through the open side, right? You want to point your hole towards the source damage, so to speak. So in this fight, the Queen's Gunner is going to do that. It's not immediately obvious what you need to do. So the way that works is as follows: Queen's Gunner is going to force you to go into like a safe like side or whatever. First, you get safe. Once you're in position, you point your hole towards the gunner first, because the gunner is going to radiate out a queen shot. So you want to absorb that with the safe side. There's going to be turrets on the east and west sides of the arena. So after receiving queen shot, you want to immediately face your hole towards a turret that you are in line with. Okay, turret you're in line with, and then that's how you do that mechanic. Okay, that might happen 2 times depending on DPS and deaths and stuff. But that's all I want to explain. Everything else, I'll just call it out. All right, I think that's all we got. Let's get ready checks out. Ready check and report. Charlie is ready. Foxtrot ready. Delta ready. Alpha is ready. Echo ready. And same way for Bravo, it looks like. Okay. How do the tethers work on bomb? So tethers. The way it works here in Savage, both you and the bombs will be tethered. So the thing to remember for that, double or nothing, go big, right? There's like other stuff in addition to that, but as far as the bombs go, you want to stand on top of a bomb. If you are tethered and the bombs are tethered, stand on a big one, okay? If you don't have a tether and the bombs are not tethered, you also stand on a big bomb. Double or nothing, go big. There's a shield omen and sword omen component to that. If it's shield omen, it's going to be a knockback mechanic from the middle. You want to get knocked away 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight, and then get knocked away into your bomb. Right? You don't want to get knocked out of the arena, so make sure you're not beyond this like inner ring here. If it's sword omen, you want to stand out here on like on the heavy double dash next to the death wall, right? And then stand on the bomb, whatever bomb you need to stand on to resolve your mechanic. So sword, stand out on the edge. Shield omen, you stand close to the middle and get knocked towards your bomb and away from the where the knight is going to hit the bomb towards. So 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight, all right? Yeah, it's a personal mechanic. That's why I usually don't brief that. Just something that I want folks to learn on their own. All right, Bravo's ready. Okay, all teams are ready. Tank stance check. All tanks, go ahead and turn on your tank stance. We're gonna fight for aggro among these 4. Whatever you're not aggroing, just make sure you provoke it. Get threat. And Steel Sting Spellforge, start casting it. Now 30 on the board. So go ahead and Steel Sting Spellforge your teammates now. All right. Be advised, if the first pair that tethers like is going to be I'll call out the color of the tether. If you have the same color, you're not going to do damage. Okay, you have to have the opposite color. So make sure you have the opposing color. Food check, by the way. Make sure you pop food. Forgot to say that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Fight for threat. Fight for threat. Make sure you use your last action. Oh, man. I'm actually losing today. All right, Raid White going out. There we go. That's what I need to see. I got 3 out of 4. Oh, I got all of them. Nice. All right, Raid White going out. Okay, tank stance is off except for myself and Arsun. Arsun, go ahead and pull the warrior to the wall. I'll bring the knight to the middle. Good movement by Arsun. Thank you for doing that. Okay, in Bone Tether, we are in Steel Sting. Click off your purple Spellforge buff if that's what you got. Steel Sting casters, give everyone Steel Sting. If you have the purple buff, you are not doing any damage whatsoever. We need yellow Steel Sting. Tanks have priority, otherwise we're not holding threat. Sword Omen. First bomb mechanic is Sword Omen. You're going to find your safe bomb out on the edge next to the death wall. Next to the death wall. Bombs are not tethered. Tethers too small on the edge next to the death wall. Tethers too small next to the death wall. Spooky is going to get hit because they're in the middle. All right, tethered folks are going to land for... Did I miscall that? I miscalled that, didn't I? Oh, I just personally did it wrong. Okay. Warrior is boosting. Please dispel the boost now. Go ahead and dispel the boost now. Raid Wide's coming out. Mitigate for your teammates. All right, that was a dispelled Raid Wide. Thank you for doing that. Knight is a little high. Keep in mind, guys, they need to die at the same time. So make sure you guys are constantly kind of checking the damage. Make sure you're hitting the one with higher health. Alright. If you are tethered, you will be going to Swirly Wind Puddle. If not, you're going to Sparkly Gravity. Tethers to Swirly Wind now. Knight is casting Sword Omen. Find the safe quarter and go away. Safe quarter indication now. Go towards towards the warrior. Far towards the warrior. Alright, I'm back here. Okay, Raid Dispel now, Raid Wide going out. Dispel now, Raid Wide going out. That was a boosted Raid Wide. That was a boosted Raid Wide. Okay, Buster on tanks. Yeah, if you're in, make sure you do the Dispel, okay, because that does hurt. I also need healing. Thank you. Okay, change color. Give everyone purple Spellforge. Tanks have priority, otherwise we are not holding threat. Purple Spellforge. Give everyone purple Spellforge. If you got the yellow buff, you are not doing damage. Okay, this is a Shield Omen. Bombs are tethered. If you are tethered, you get knocked back into a big bomb. Tethers to big after knockback. There's the knight. 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. Tethers to big after knockback. No tethers to small. Yeah, you don't want to be in line with the knight. That's why I'm saying 45 to 90 degrees. You don't want to be 0 degrees in front of the knight. Alright, get back in. Warrior will be boosting. Please dispel boost. Alright, good job. Good job. Steel Sting Spellforge no longer required. I'm pulling the soldier to Delta first. So go ahead and click off the Steel Sting Spellforge buff so you don't hit buff cap. Gunner to the middle. Alright, first Gunner mechanic. Again, these guys need to die at the same time, so just kind of make sure you guys are doing that. Small balls will turn the frogs. Follow the frogs one jump. They will create a safe spot between them. Alright. Dead south, dead south, dead south. Is the safe spot. Mustadio's out. Get safe. Aim your opening towards the gunner in the middle first. Gunner in the middle first. Turret on the side. Turret on the side. Make sure you're using your lost actions. I guess. Oh, that's from earlier. Okay. Buster on tanks. A little bit of shield. A little bit of mitt. The turrets are gonna come out. Myself and Arsun, we're gonna invuln the sniper shot when that comes out. Ray White going out. Both healers and Elf are dead. Yeah, dispel no longer required. Thank you for letting us know. If you're in charge of a reflect, make sure you say like what reflect you're responsible for. Say like Foxtrot reflect down or whatever. All right, turrets are out. Take control of the turrets. Myself and Arsoon, we're gonna invuln the sniper shot. Kill the turrets. Kill the gun turrets. Okay, they need to die. Kill them dead. Okay, nice. Other turret, raid wide going out. Excuse me, I didn't call that early enough. Other turret needs to die. Okay, hot or cold, just like in Castrum, hot is pyretic, cold is you keep moving. Stand by for the call. Hot, target yourselves, hands off keyboards, put your controllers down. Think about how your day's going. Are you having fun? I know I am. Wait for this pyretic to fall off and come back in the fight. Clear. Reflectors, if you are dead, please let us know. Foxtrot, okay, Alpha Reflect down. Let's get coverage for Alpha Reflect, just someone call it out. Alright, thank you. Alright, untethered soldiers are the safe spot. They're currently at Alpha and Bravo. They're going to jump 2 times. I think we need an Alpha Reflect. I think I misread that. Someone call
Alpha
it out.
Delta.
Oh, I think... Is it south and west? I think it's south and west. Aim your opening towards the gunner in the middle first. I might have miscalled this. Oh, east and west. Okay. Turn on the side. There you go. My bad. Let's get healer LB3s. Let's get healer LB3s, please. Actually, hold on. Tank Buster coming out. Can I get res on Norberta or Cobalt? Norberta or Cobalt, so we can get a stop damage for a second. Stop damage for a second. Let's get it, because there's a bunch of dead folks in Alpha. Stop damage for a second. Stop damage for a second. Here, I'm just gonna sack. Okay, just this is the normal mode turrets and hot or cold. So just here, I'm gonna sack for you. Okay, keep moving. Do not stop to cast. Do not get locked in an animation lock. Keep moving. Oh, did I? I'm sorry, Cobalt. I think, can you? No, you can't. Okay. Healer LB3 if you could, please. There we go. Kill. All right, go ahead and kill the 2. Sorry about that. Got it. All right, kill the 2. We're good. Everything's fine. I think everyone's alive. Question mark. Okay. Reflectors get into position. South Aurasphere needs coverage. So unmarked tank, take the first South Aurasphere. Chain 1, North Aurasphere. Tank stance check. Chain 1, South Aurasphere tank on, all other tanks off. When your Aurasphere dies, pop your invuln, turn off the tank stance. Reflectors, do your thing. Alright, number 2 tanks, turn on your tank stance. Alright, good. Reflects have been resolved. Good job. Number 2 tanks. Okay, everyone disengage for a second. Don't get parried, don't get reflected. Continue doing damage. Reflectors get back in position. Number 2 tanks, get ready to take your thing. Alright, Aurasphere. You know, I'm just gonna take this one. Oh, I got it. Alright, please survive. I'm probably dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. Kill the ethereal wards. Yeah, be careful. I saw some folks, like, the shields went out and like you still attack the wrong side. Make sure you're looking at the shield. You don't want to hit the shield. Right? You want to hit where the shield is not there. But good job getting through that. Steel Sting Spellforge no longer required. So that is an empty slot. You can slot in whatever you want. Ideally, Lost Arise to get people off the ground. And also, like, make sure you're standing on the corpse before slotting in Lost Arise. I don't want you to slot in something just for the sake of slotting it in. You don't need Steel Sting or Spellforge, but if there's nothing relevant to your current situation, then you could just keep it there until there's a reason to slot over. That's why sometimes you'll see me like I'm alive. Sometimes you'll see me like go through this as a healer. I've got like Steel Sing Spellforge on at TA just because like I don't have damage actions as a healer. I just have like a pack load of utility. So sometimes that happens.
What about reflect? Do we still need reflect?
You don't need to lose it. There is reflect mechanics up ahead, but if you packed according to the requirements to participate, you're still gonna have enough reflect as a raid to deal with the future reflect mechanics. So if there's a reason for you to overwrite your reflect, that's perfectly fine right now. Yeah, you like our requirements to participate. I have our healers packing 2 fights worth of reflect and 1 fight's worth of dispel. The one of the 2 fights worth of reflect is used here. And then the other fight will be either Queen's Guard or not Queen's Guard, Queen or the fight before the Queen.
Don't forget to repop your reerasers if you have any.
Yep. Thank you for the reminder. I needed that because I always forget. I don't die often in here. Like I always forget to pop re-razor after I die. So appreciate the reminder. All right, yeah, the one shot.
Did
Okay.
not want to get up. That was fucking.
Yep. Sometimes it be like that. I think the most I've personally seen was like 60 attempts.
It sucked because I picked up somebody first bang, then I went over to you, Nacl, picked up first bang, went over to him, and spent the rest of that Arise and a whole other one. Didn't pick him up. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, unfortunate. All right, let's go ahead and visit the Phantom. Oh, we got the markers out here. Nice. All right, so what I like to do, what a lot of us hosts like to do, we like to gamble. We're gonna gamble on uptime. So hug the wall. I'm gonna pull over to 4. Please, if you're at 1 and you want to go to 4, don't cut through the numbers. Go all the way to the north through the purple and walk over to 4 if that's what you want to do. If not, no big deal. Just don't cut through the numbers, right? That's the important thing. So I'm gonna pull over to 4. And I am probably going to be wrong. I'll tell you that right now. I live in
Lies,
Vegas.
it's 4.
What's that?
Lies, it's 4. He's lying to you.
See, you're saying you're wrong, so you think it's going to be 1, but you're putting doubt by just standing at 4. So
No. Don't overthink it.
Yeah,
that's how you lose. You overthink it, you lose.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm secretly in the 4-to-1 club. Every time I pull the 4, it's always 1. And 50% of the time, I'm right every time. All right, but what we're gambling on, we're just gonna try to pull it to the column that we're gonna be forced to walk down. It might be 4, it might be 1. All right. Hopefully, it's 4. So that said, when I pull this, I want to see all of our ground effects, ley lines, salted earths, Astro Stars, Healer Bubbles, all that stuff on 4. Nothing on 1. I want maximum pain if we're wrong. Alright, use what you have left in the tank for lost actions. Don't slot in anything new. Stand by for countdown. They're down the board. Alright, make sure you're not standing in that purple stuff. We'll take a bio break after this. And there are traps up ahead, by the way, so after this, don't just like book it to TA because you're gonna die. Just wait for trap sweep to happen. All right, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Oh, look at this! We have someone want to play threat games. Okay, I got you. There we go. Raid Y going out. Mitigate for your teammates. All right, we are looking for circle donut here. I'm gonna put my salted earth down. Yeah. I see some people hedging their bets. Look at that. Look, I'm right. I'm always right. It is always 4. Why do you guys ever doubt me? Okay, we're going to walk with this donut. 1000% correct all the time. All right, don't get ahead. Don't fall behind. Don't walk into the death wall at the very end here. Okay, we're waiting for Charlie to flash one more time. Going to Charlie now. We're gonna be here for many seconds. So just chill out here. We're gonna wait for Delta to flash 3 times in like, I don't know, 20 seconds. It's a long time. So just chill out here for a little bit. We're waiting for Delta to flash 3 times, and we're gonna move. Alright, count it out. 1, 2, 3. Go to Delta. We're gonna wait for Charlie to flash 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Switch over to Charlie. Alright. Phantom's gonna teleport to the middle. We're gonna see some ads here, okay? Healers, please heal up the Misty Wraiths. Everyone else kill the Bloody Wraiths. Okay, heal up White Ghost, kill Red Ghost. Let's go. Once your current target is resolved, move towards any other target that is still alive or active. Do not assume that other people are doing that thing, because other people can be assuming that you are going to do that thing, so don't do that. Alpha needs attacking. Alright, one more set. Alright, Misty Wraith on Alpha is not being healed at all. Please heal that Misty Wraith. Hard heal if necessary, make it work. Alright, interrupt mid. Cool, good job. Do we want to see Ice Spike? That's up to you guys. Alright, I don't think we want to see Ice Spikes. It's alright. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We're going to Charlie. So the way this works, we're going to get knocked from Charlie to 3. We're going to walk with the donut after the knockback back down to Charlie. We're going to hang a right, go around the Exo Flare at Bravo, then get behind the Phantom in the middle after getting around the Exo Flare, right? We'll do it all in one smooth motion, if necessary. So walk with the donut. Alright, kill this guy if we can. Alright, good job. We got a few dead folks. Go ahead and get them up. Trap sweep is happening. So thank you to our sweep number 2. Looks like Fopta is going ahead. I thought you were sweep 3. Nope, you're sweep 2. Okay. I must be thinking of a different run. Alright, yeah, stay back here. We're resing our dead folks. Oh, that's the auto translate? Nice. Donut. Yeah, I see that. That's for console folks who don't have a keyboard. All right. Well, make sure you loot your chest here, then mindfully, manually make your way down to TA. Do not auto run, do not auto brain. Don't take blind corners, especially after a stairwell, and don't vector towards a trap. Don't vector towards a trap. You're gonna lag at the worst possible moment. Don't be like, I lagged into that. Just like that. Just like that. Make sure you guys pop your antidote that you should have with you. Oh, someone didn't have antidote. Anyone else? 2 people didn't have antidote. All right, we got some deaths here on the stairwell because someone popped a trap. So you gotta be careful, okay? All right. Make your way down to TA, and we're gonna take a 5-minute break here. Yeah, don't touch any of these traps, please, for real. Don't touch
Let
any.
this be a learning experience to just hotbar antidote somewhere.
Oh yeah.
You'll never know when you'll need it that quickly.
Yep. I got my antidote right here on my hotbar, so that's a good suggestion. I suggest everyone else do that. All right, we're gonna take 5 here. I'm gonna start my anti-AFK macro. So, by my clock to 12:20. So 20 after, we'll reconvene. I'm gonna get a glass of water. Excuse me.
Before anyone slots in another rise, I got one last charge on mine. Oh, never mind. It stays. Careful downstairs. Oh, God. I'm about ready to fall asleep, dude. Overnight schedule's brutal. Oh, I wanted to do DRS, man, but at what cost?
I mean, who needs sleep?
Right.
It's for the week.
Right, yeah. I'm actually starting to feel the age, dude. After work last week and then not sleeping, fucking sleeping 4 hours a night, doing what I was doing, and then not sleeping.
So a lot of people
This
feel like this is a
morning.
bad thing, but I always encourage this. Sometimes you just need to take an entire day to just sleep. It does the body good sometimes.
To just do what now?
To just like some people think it's a bad thing if you just go, I'm gonna sleep all day. No, do it. If you really need to, sleep all day. If you have a free day, use it.
It actually is not very good of an idea to sleep like more than 7 or 8 hours.
This is true.
Not good for the system. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do too much stuff at once. I want to do DRS. I want to host DRS, but it's like I get to the end of the week and I'm like, oh my god. I still also have residual throat phlegm bullcrap from my bronchitis that I just finished recovering from.
Oh, that's never fun.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Also, why I just sound like not myself. I usually have a little bit of that crackhead energy in me. Not this morning.
You know, I found out that it was better if you take like 4 small 1-hour naps throughout the day. I know that's not because I usually only sleep 4 to 5 hours a night anyways, but I've taken like 1 to 1.5 hour naps and I feel a hell of a lot better. If you've never tried it, you should try it.
If you ever have the ability to, the best way, and I'm not shitting you, the best way to space out your sleep is actually about a 4-hour block, wake up, be up active for like 3 or 4 hours, and go back to sleep for another 4 hours. That's the natural
like that, and it was
sleep cycle block that
it's hard to manage.
Humans used to have for the longest time.
Mine has me waking up at 3 in the morning on most days. I do a little bit of a routine that I pass back out for 2 hours before work.
Same. I'll like go to bed at, normally I'm in bed right now, I'm like wake up at like 5 and I'm like, oh, I'll stay up for a little bit, and like at 7 o'clock I go back to sleep for like 3 or 4 more hours. And then I'm up
Hibernate 3 months through the winter. We found the fucking mimic. That thing's not human.
Mine, yeah.
That's a joke. I'm not actually like jabbing at you. The 3 months. I could not imagine being asleep for 3. I would not want to be unconscious for 3 months of my life.
If that's how your body works, well, if that's how a living being's body works, then,
That's called a coma. It's called a coma.
That's called a coma. I like that.
Yeah, I just watched Edge of Tomorrow for the first time last night, and
Oh.
because somebody was like, "Oh, you like time travel stuff? You
Oh, I
should
know
watch
that
it."
movie.
Yeah, it's not exactly like the time travel stuff I'm looking for, but it was entertaining.
It is. It's
And
very entertaining.
I would recommend it for some solid action and entertainment.
Let's get back on track here. 5 minutes are
Yeah.
up. Wiggle check. Don't
Alright.
get AFK kicked. Make sure you are not kicked out by the game by jumping or moving around or whatever. All right. Our shell 2, or excuse me, our sheller 1 is Cobalt Cinder. So Cobalt, now is the time to slot in Lost Shell 2 and start giving it out to everyone. Everyone behind the purple
Markers.
line. Markers? What about markers? We're not pulling yet. We're just buffing and explaining stuff. I'll get it out.
Would you rather me swap out Lost Reflector or Rise for Shell? I have one extra of each.
Do you have okay? You have charges on your Lost Arise, I assume.
3 out of the
3?
5, and then I
Alright,
have one
lose your-
one whole tray left.
Lose your reflect.
Okay.
Yeah, you already reflected previously, so go ahead and lose your reflect. All right, I'm gonna put out some markers here. Okay, so while that shell is you're probably gonna finish shelling everyone before I'm done with this. So yeah, don't shell anyone in front of the purple line because they either don't need it or don't want it, or they already have it. If you get shell, get in front of the purple line just so Cobalt's not clicking through everyone over there. Okay, I'm gonna read a few things from our full host plan here, just for TA. I'm just assuming everyone's here, so not gonna bother with the ready check or whatever. Let's talk about. I'm not gonna do a full fight breakdown here. Okay, just this is a fight best learned kind of firsthand. No amount of me pre-briefing it will guarantee your safety here if you're like still learning how to do this like first person live. Okay, so just a few things here. Elemental brand. The second half of this fight, you're going to be dealing with an elemental brand debuff. You want to finish whatever temperature mechanic we're doing with your overhead temperature opposite whatever your elemental brand debuff is. Okay, there's no overhead indicator for elemental brand. You need to look at your debuffs. So make sure you do that and identify whatever your elemental brand is. It's going to say something like -1 cold brand or +2 hot brand, something like that. You want to finish with your overhead temperature opposite your elemental brand, okay? So that's elemental brand. We're going to see that for the second half of the fight. Second 3 weapon mechanics. Quick march is always 2 squares. It is don't sprint or don't do any movement, anything during quick march. When it's about to fire, stop doing your damage rotation. Respect the quick march. Okay, I would say like 3 seconds before quick march. Just face your character and like hands off keyboards if you can't help yourself. Okay, just the thing we don't want you to do is try to do the quick march and then like auto brain doing like an edge of shadow or something and have your character face the wrong way, and then you quick march into the thing that actually kills you. Don't do that. Okay, make sure you face your quick march, wait for it to fire, and then continue doing damage. Stop damage if necessary to safely do that. Healers, there is a small window between the 5th and 6th set of mechanics where I'm going to call for healer LB3. If you don't manage to do it at that time, then just don't use it. Don't use healer LB3. Don't specifically don't res people into like an unsolvable temperature situation, because they're going to get resed without a temperature gauge. If you res late, if you LB3 late, they're going to get res without a temperature gauge, and they're just going to get killed again because they can't complete the mechanic because they don't have a temperature gauge, right? So between the 5th and 6th mechanic, during the halfway through the Glory of Boja like raid wide, I'll call for healer LB3. Just get to the middle, healer LB3 there, and then yeah, that's the only time we're gonna call for healer LB3. Let's see here, Aether Shield tank. So now is the time to slot in your one of your 2 Aether Shields. You slot that in now. Re-up on your Lost Fauna Power, your Fauna Magic, your Cure 4s, all that stuff, Dervishes. Re-up that now, okay? You don't want to be in the middle of a fight and be like running out of charges, and then you have... Did I just see a... I could have sworn I just saw like an irregular. I did. Why do you have an irregular? Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't even know why you have like 2 extra essences in your pocket, but do you have what is it? And you have a cure too. That's odd. Do you have Aether Shield? That's the most important thing that you should have right now. It's okay. It's just don't remember just some
What is the Aether Shield again? Sorry.
yeah, it's a lost action that's part of the requirements to participate.
For healers, right? Or
No, for tanks.
got it. All right. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Sterling McQueen, do you have a Aether Shield on you, or yeah, they don't have. I don't know why I saw an irregular, but that's definitely not needed in DRS. So I'm glad that you have a Pure on, but do you have a Aether Shield on you? If not, and you're the only tank in your party, then just I need to know so we can make adjustments. Okay, it's fine, but so you don't have an Aether Shield at all. Am I understanding you correctly? No, you do, or no, you don't? Okay. Let's see. I'm the only tank in my party. Any other party has 2 tanks, and both of you have Aether Shield ready to go. Ali has one. Okay. Okay. All right. So you guys have Aether Shield coverage. Okay. For future reference, you still need to bring Aether Shield, just because like if Ali goes down, then like your team doesn't have Aether Shield now, and they're gonna take a lot of damage. So, just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. Moving on. So Aether Shield, tank, go ahead and equip Aether Shield. You should have it. If you don't, then can't do anything about that now. But go ahead and slot an Aether Shield, re-up your Fauna Power, all that stuff. I think I already told everyone else to recharge their lost actions. Okay, that's all I got for explanations. We're just gonna learn this live. So go ahead and start ready checking, and while ready checks are going out, I want to say a few more things here. TA is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. If this is your first time here, listen to callouts and do what you think you need to do. If you die here, it is not the end of the world. Just relax. Don't get flustered and learn from your death. All right. As has been kind of the case, it looks like today's kind of a lot of people are learning a lot of things today. Right. Not just with DRS, but just like being part of a raid in general. Right. Make sure you guys are following the requirements to participate, following directions. If you have like any questions, you ask, and even then, like some folks will make mistakes. All right. So like we accept that. So just don't what do you call it? Don't be embarrassed. Okay, we're not trying to shame you or anything. And like this goes for everyone, right? We're not trying to shame you if you make a mistake here and get murdered during TA. It's just hopefully you learn from that, okay? But if you're here and you're like stressed out because you're like in a big raid situation, like big social raid situation, I ask that you kind of don't be like that. I can't tell you like how to feel, of course, but don't feel like that. I would suggest not, because like just chill out. This is we're just playing video games here. Worst thing that happens is we lose at DRS and we just try again later. Okay, no big deal. But yeah, folks who are here for the first time, keep your eyes open, stay mentally engaged. If you die, do not walk away and just like give up. Okay, I frequently see people who like get rezzed mid combat for whatever reason, and then they just stand still. All right, don't do that. Sometimes that happens to me too. It's because like I don't realize I'm alive, right? So don't do that. Make sure you pay attention. You can still learn a lot from the ground. All right. If we wipe here, then we wipe. No big deal. I will not do an encore run. So just if we take the L here, then it is what it is. All right. And that's all I got. Alpha team is not ready yet. Alpha is ready. My bad. Okay. Echo Foxtrot ready. Charlie ready. Bravo ready. Stand by for Delta. Delta ready. Okay, cool. All teams are ready. Everyone take a deep breath and exhale. Go ahead and pop food. Tank stance check. Only I should have tank stance on. All other tanks, tank stance is off. All right, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Here we go. All right, as much damage as you can out the gate. Potions, lost actions, everything you got, busted out. Because this is a high death encounter. This going forward is all very high. Oh, if it wasn't already high death, it's very high death going forward. Okay, so as much damage as you can manage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Tank stack up front. Tank stack up front. I'm trying to keep her in the middle. That's why a gap closed like that. Okay. Mitigate this. Stack buster. All right. Return to your teammates. Aether shield. Team mitigation. Okay. Healers, please heal. All right. In front. Everyone in front. In front. In front. She's facing north. Everyone get in front. Okay. Next is behind or out. Caster's phase range can pre-position for both. Out. Go away. Without. Without. Flash. Go away. Okay. Get back in there. She's going to move up a little bit. Get behind the boss after she moves. There we go. Get behind the boss. Behind the boss. Behind the boss. Tank stack up front. Don't pop team mitigation or don't pop mitigation just yet. Everyone take a look at your quick march debuff. All right, mitigate this stack buster, stack and share. Okay, point that quick march away from the column of fire. Respect the quick march. Point it away from the column of fire. We're going to Bravo in 3, 2, 1. Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. All right. If you died and came back to life, pop a re-raiser when you're safe. Take note of your overhead temperature. Be at neutral temperature, no temperature by the end of this mechanic. Arrows are out. Find the area you need to be hit by. Move yourself into the square where it's going to land. Arrows are firing in 3, 2, 1. Move. Contact. All right. Stack on boss. Stack on boss. Next is sword. All right. Aether shield. Heavy mitt. Make sure you guys are stacked up. Okay. Don't be outside of out of range of mitigation or healing. Okay. Get in front of the boss. She's faced towards 3, or excuse me, Charlie. Oh, 3. Yeah, 3, 3. She's faced towards 3. Get in front of the boss. Okay, she's moving on her own between 3 and 2. Okay, she's going away here shortly. Don't start any new burst, please. Take a look at your overhead temperature. Be at neutral temperature by the end of this mechanic. And here you go. First safe spot is 4. Move north, south, east, or west of 4 into the sword slash. That will neutralize your overhead temperature. Diagonal is not safe. Diagonal, not safe. That's 2 swords. Okay, here we go. Your next safe spot is 1. If you still need to get hit, your answer is north, south, east, or west of 1. Diagonal to 1, not safe. Stack on boss. Stack on boss. Okay. Next is boulder. Alright, Aether shield. Heavy mitt. Okay, next is going to be out, I think. Yep, away. Go away from the boss. Away from the boss. Flash, go away. Alright, stack on the 3 marker. Stack on the 3 marker. Take note of your overhead temperature. You're going to use this and quick march. You're going to quick march into the boulder that neutralizes your overhead temperature. Take note of your quick march debuff. Think about which way that's going to take your character. Alright, healers, when this lands, please heal us up. before we walk off. Alright, point your quick march towards the thing. Respect it. 3, 2, 1. Alright, stack on boss, stack on boss. Make sure you're using your lost actions. Aether Shield, Heavy Mitt. Do we have a full party wipe? Is there a team that's like completely dead? Get behind the boss, get behind the boss. Okay, I'm assuming no. Okay. Unseen Eye coming from the Charlie marker. Look at Charlie. Dodge Unseen Eye. Look at Charlie in the corner. Dodge Unseen Eye. Enter Cardinals are safe. Pop sprint. Wait for this gleaming arrow to shoot. Then move to Bravo now. Bravo now. Bravo. 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 All right. Calmly take a look at your overhead temperature. That's part 1. Now take a look at your elemental brand debuff. Think about what you need to be hit by to be opposite your elemental brand. You might already be balanced. Take a look at your quick march arrow. That is 2 squares worth of quick march. If you're already balanced, you're looking for the empty slot. Treat that as a 0 arrow, and it follows the movement rules accordingly, okay? So arrows are out. Find your arrow. Move yourself 2 squares away from where your target arrow is going to land. Respect the quick march. 2, 1, march. Stack on boss, stack on boss. Tanks against the wall. Alright, Aether Shield here. Heavy Mitt. Alright, Stack Buster against the wall. Make sure you mitigate. Okay, I'm just gonna flip around after this goes out. Alright, she's gonna face towards 3. Alright, get in front of the boss. She's gonna cleave behind her, get in front of the boss. Make sure you're using your lost actions. Okay, she's moving towards 3 and 2. They're gonna be kind of tight. Alright, we're gonna, after this mechanic, we're gonna heal her LB3. Okay, not right now. After this mechanic. Take note of your overhead temperature. Take note of your elemental brand. You might need to be hit 2 different times to resolve this, okay? Finish opposite your elemental brand. Here we go. Your first safe spot is 1. Move north, south, east, or west of 1. Diagonal to 1 is not safe. Okay, your second safe spot is 2. If you still need to get hit, north, south, east, or west of 2, diagonal to 2 is not safe. Stack on boss, stack on boss. Stand by for healer LB3. Don't do it just yet. Alright, Aether Shield, Heavy Mitt, healer LB3 now, now, now. Healer LB3 now. Put your teammates up. Alright, get away from the boss here in a few moments. Get away, without. Go away from the boss. Go away from the boss. No more healer LB3. No more healer LB3. If anyone is combat rezzed right now, they're going to be rezzed into an unlivable situation. Take note of your overhead temperature. Take note of your elemental brand. Think about what you need to be hit by to be opposite your elemental brand. There's no quick march for this. Stack it up on 3. Once again, healers, heal us up. Walk yourself out to your boulder while respecting Unseen Eye from Charlie. So Unseen Eye, inner corners are safe. Inner corners are safe. Inner corners, white corners are safe. All right, good job. Stack on boss. All right, Aether Shield, Heavy Mitt. All right, good job. Check for that's a lot of people. Did you all die from a bleed tick? It looked like everyone died from a bleed tick. Or was that temps? Okay. All right, good job. Good job getting through that. Let's go ahead and get our folks up. Okay. You learned a lot. Good. that is a great thing to happen here. Learning a lot. All right, no one should be going ahead again. We are not going the queen just yet. This is not the queen is not the next fight. Let's get our dead folks up. Are we out of Arise? Is that why I see a bunch of healers not rezzing? There's a dead person over here, and there's a dead person at Elena.
I am fresh out.
Okay, I mean if we're out, we're out. So.
I finished off.
I'm doing mine. I have
or before Queens.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on.
So that said, I just want to kind of prep you guys mentally for what's to come here, okay? We're in a situation where we have a low amount of lost to rise. Right? That's not like lack of planning or whatever. It's just like we have a low amount of healers relative to the number of people who showed up. Right? So like it is very likely that we'll run out of lost to rise. Are you out? Are you guys completely out? Okay. So it's very likely that we'll run out of lost to rise. If that happens, we will start asking people to exit the instance, and you will not clear today. All right, just understand that is just how this instance works. We'll try to get you up if we can, but if not, then it is what it is. All right.
That took my last one. Holy
right.
shit!
Anyone else? We have
Yeah, that
anyone
was a
else
lot
with
of
lost
procs
rise?
that dodged, unfortunately.
Dollhouse, you got 2? Okay, let's go ahead and work on getting Beatrice up. Dollhouse, where are you? Come over here and start rezzing on the 1 marker.
What do I use Banner of Solemn Clarity on again?
That is for Queen. That's for Queen. I'll talk about that when we get there.
Okay.
If you have like 10 stacks of sucker, you don't actually need it. All right, cool. Thank you, Dollhouse. Okay, again, we're not going ahead. Make sure you loot your chest here. Then all of our new folks, I suspect we have a bunch of folks who are new. We're gonna come back here to that room with the traps that we passed through on the way to TA. So come back south. And all of our new folks and whoever else wants to attend, just gather right next to this pink trap here where Tifa is. Don't actually jump on it, okay? Just get close. Yeah, make sure you guys pop re-razor, by the way. If you came back to life and you have re-razor, if you don't have an active re-razor buff, make sure you get one activated. All right, gather up close here next to the trap. This is a lot of new folks, nice. Gather up close next to this trap here. Come up, I see a whole bunch of people very far away. Come on up, don't be shy. All right, in a few seconds, we're gonna jump on this trap all at the same time. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? That question is specifically what we're going to answer right now. So gather up on this trap, and on the count of 3, we're gonna jump on it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna race. We're gonna go down south, or excuse me, north. We're gonna jump behind the teleporter, behind the TA arena, and the winner is gonna be whoever squeezes through the gates on the other side of the arena. We're not going to the queen. But our mini folks are gonna open the way to the next fight, which is not the queen, right? So that's why we do this. Who's in the lead? Who's gonna win here? I can't even see who's in front because I'm so far behind.
Question: how is an Alron mini smaller than an Lala mini? I don't get it.
Scaling.
Papata Shikyo is the winner. There are traps downstairs. Let's have our sweep 3. Who's our sweep 3? Tifa Lockhart is going to be scanning for traps up ahead. I think they're minied, so it might take a second. Don't just auto brain up ahead, please. All right, traps are being revealed. There's one on the bridge. Don't just auto pop it, even if you know it's a poison, because other people might get caught up in it and get killed, like what happened earlier. Did we pop it?
I fucking bolted way ahead.
All right. So there's no trap on the bridge. Yeah, just Bash knows what he's doing, but just be careful
Oh,
for those of
no.
you who come here in the future.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it if I saw other people on the stairway.
Oh.
All right. We're gonna put some markers out here on the field, reflectors and dispellers on Bravo and Delta respectively. So Bravo, let's get 4 people. No, actually 3 people. 3 people with a reflect and 3 people with dispel. I would prefer that you do not dual hat here. Okay, just pick one exclusive or the other. Because if we lose someone who's dual hatting, then that's 2 things that we're out of. So I would rather not dual hat here. Normally I designate pseudo healers, but I just forgot today. So our healers are carrying the brunt, a heavier load than what would normally happen if I had organized this correctly. So I'll take the hit on that. That's my bad. Our tanks, all tanks will be employed. All tanks will be employed. Go ahead and take a position, hug the wall, and take a position on a numbered marker. All tanks will be employed. I don't care if you're new. We have a lot of new tanks, so just you're gonna be doing stuff. So I'll take. If you're a vet, I think it's just me and Arsoon. So I'll just make sure that I'm not standing next to Arsoon. I'll tank on 1. Cool. I'll have Arsoon do this. All right. If you're by yourself as a tank, just speak up. I think we have 6 tanks? Question mark. Scorn, let's have you do this. I'll probably end up solo sweeping. Do I have an elixir? I do. Okay, good. Allie Anderson, why don't you take a 4? Why don't you take 4? Sterling, Glubtubus. Here, let's have you do this. I'll back you guys up on 2. Oh, our students by themselves. Okay, you know what? Let's have this. Sterling, hug the wall and make your way to 3. You're gonna be trap sweep for our student. I'll tell you guys what you're doing in a few moments. Just you're gonna be starting from 3. Okay, so the way this works, wiggle check first. Don't get AFK kicked. We already lost someone earlier, so hopefully you guys learned that lesson from the unfortunate individual who got kicked out. Okay, so the way this works are Bravo folk. Oh, before I talk about tank stuff, we still need more reflectors. Okay, Norberta and View Dragon. Why don't you guys take reflect duty here on Bravo?
I was doing reflect. Yeah.
I
You
can
should have
reflect
2
also.
fights worth of reflect. So
Yeah, I can use my other fights worth.
yeah, this is the second. Yeah, okay. Are you Norbert? Are you good to reflect here?
I think
I am good to reflect. I have reflect.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then we got 3 healers on Del. Okay, so before I talk about tank stuff, healers at Bravo and Delta specifically, you guys are gonna take position in the inner ring. So I'm gonna steal your markers. At random points in the inner ring during the ad phase, like there's gonna be a ball of fire and a ball of earth. They appear at random spots inside of the inner ring, but they're always directly opposite of each other. So it might show up like that. You would reflect ball of fire at Bravo, and you would dispel a ball of earth at Delta. Dispel and hit it for give it a dot because it still needs to take damage. Or it might be in a different location. Someone's hot micing. Just check yourselves if you're. Make sure your mute's off, or make sure you self mute on. But they're always up directly opposite of each other. Okay, so just if you're dispelling and you see a ball of fire right next to you and you're like, where's the ball of earth? 1, get away from the ball of fire because you're about to be blown up. But 2, your ball of earth is on the other side. Okay. Conversely, if you're a reflector and you see a ball of earth next to you, ball of fire is on the other side of the inner ring. All right. And that's what you're responsible for during the ad phase. If you have any questions, just yell it out.
So
We're gonna talk about. Go ahead.
Reflecting ball of fire and ball of earth.
No, you are reflecting only a ball of fire.
I am fire. Reflect fire. So I hit reflect on myself and I hit run to the fire.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's only so between the three of you, there's only one ball of fire that's going to be up at any given moment. So don't assume that your teammates are going to cover for you. Just all three of you go run and try to reflect it until you know for a fact that the ball of fire is gone.
Okay.
Because like your co-reflectors might be dead. So just go do it until you know for a fact that it's completed.
So we're
Okay.
not reflecting the earth ball?
No, the earth doesn't pulse anything. It's the ball
Okay.
of fire. The ball of fire will pulse the thing out. The ball of earth needs to be dispelled because the ball of earth gets a stone skin on it. That's what you're dispelling. So you dispel it, and then you still need to dot it because it still needs to take damage. So just give it a dot, and then that'll resolve that mechanic for the dispels. All right, good question. Anything else? Okay. Bimothy, to answer your question, just hold your dispel because the queen fight we still need reflectors and dispellers. So, just keep it in the pocket. Okay, let's talk about tank stuff. And healers, if you still have questions, make sure you ask it. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about tank stuff here. So our tank wiggle check first. Don't get AFK kicked. All right. So I have marked 4 tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are gonna be main add tank pullers. Add tank puller or add pullers, excuse me, add bait. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm running over here making sure. Oh, we got 3 people on this marker. What's going on? Okay. All right, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Does one have 2 people? Okay, yeah, there should be at least 2 tanks per marker. So if you're by yourself, I'm over here with Glub Tub is. I'm just assume I'm standing next to you, Glub, but like I'm walking around just kind of making sure that people are in wherever they need to be. Okay, so the way this works for tanks, when I'll main tank the main like Stigma Lock Lord. Everyone, we're going to engage at low DPS. We don't want to like blow it up at the Stigma Lock Lord because this guy that we're looking at right now, this is not dangerous. This guy's not dangerous. It's the ad phase that's dangerous. So save your burst, save your lost like your charge of lost actions for ad phase. And then when Stigma Lock Lord hits 70%, it jumps away, and then ads come out. There's going to be 4 ads inside of the inner ring. So I'm just going to put some markers down here, just kind of eyeballing this. They might not be exact. Okay, just don't freak out. All right. No need for what do you call it? OCD-ness or anything here. All right. Apologies. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Apologies to whoever actually suffers from OCD. All right, so there's going to be 4 ads that spawn on those, like roughly on those markers, okay? The numbered tanks will turn on tank stance and provoke the ad that is in front of their position, okay? So like, was this Scorn is going to provoke the one from Alpha, Glubtubulus is going to provoke the one from Bravo, Arsoon, I think Arsoon, you're going to provoke the one on Charlie. And then whoever's on the number 4 tank, I can't see it from here, but you're going to provoke the one on Delta. Provoke the ad and pull it towards the number. Okay, you want to get to the outer ring. All of our tanks are going to be on the outer ring. No one should be in the inner ring. All right. Provoke, spam your threat tool, and stay at range from the ad that you are engaging. If that ad hits you with an auto attack, you are dead. If that ad hits you with an auto attack, you are dead. Please remember this, okay? Sometimes I'll see new tanks run up to it and like hit it like a normal mob. That is not the thing to do here, okay? You want to stay at range. So provoke, spam your threat tool with your tank stance on, unmend, shield lob, lightning shot, tomahawk, and take your dog for a walk. We're gonna go clockwise around the outer ring. Clockwise around the outer ring. So stay at range. It's gonna walk up to you slowly. That is intended, okay? Stay at range, keep spamming your unmanned shield lob, lightning shot, tomahawk. We're going to take our dogs for a walk going clockwise around the outer ring. When you first start moving, and unmarked tanks, you're going to follow your marked tank partner, okay? Because you're going to do something for that tank partner in a few moments. So you guys are walking as a unit clockwise around the outer ring. 2/3 of the way, yeah, wiggle check. Don't get AFK kick, please. 2/3 of the way towards the next marker. So from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, so on and so forth. 2/3 of the way to the next marker, the floor will turn yellow. Once you see that floor turn yellow, immediately go to the next marker in sequence. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, so on and so forth. Okay, 4 to 1. Go to the next marker and wait for the yellow to go away. The yellow will go bright. The yellow floor will go bright. The yellow floor will go away. Once the yellow floor goes away, there is a trap in each quarter lap around the outer ring. Our unmarked tanks, you have been following your marked tank partner. You will now pop sprint, invuln, and run the next quarter lap from wherever you're standing. So, like for example, Sterling and McQueen, you're standing next to Arsoon. You guys are walking as a unit from 3 to 4 with the add in tow. The floor is going to turn yellow. Sterling, you're going to go to 4. And then when the yellow goes away, you're going to pop sprint, invuln, and run from 4 to 1 with your invuln on, okay? Make sure you do sprint and then invuln. I hate to be like nitpicky about this, but do it in that order because I have personally seen a tank pop their invuln, wait for their actions to refresh, and then pop their sprint, and then start moving, and they only get like 5 seconds of invuln, and they end up dying on the trap. Okay, sprint, invuln, run the quarter ahead of your tank partner. You are sweeping for a single trap, and that's your job as an unmarked tank. You're going to be sweeping ahead for your tank partner. All right. Any tank have any questions so far? There's still more to explain, but as far as tank specific stuff, that's all there is tank specific. What is the meaning of life?
So
I
if
don't
I
know.
understand you correctly,
Yes.
if I'm an unmarked tank, I guess I would have to figure out if I go first or second, depending on how we do the priority. As soon as he does like one quadrant, so like say from 3 to 4, then the second unmarked tank would provoke and relay up, or
There's
we just count it. So we invuln.
Okay, all right.
Quote, scout ahead and pop the trap for them to be safe enough to run.
All right, I'll make this easy for you. You personally, this is what you are going to do. Don't worry about what any other tank is going to do. This is what you do, Elena. You and Ali are walking together, and Chris, but don't worry about Chris. You, Ali, and Chris are walking together. Ali is going to provoke the ad coming from Delta. Provoke, spam threat tool, tomahawk, tomahawk, tomahawk. You guys are walking together. Tomahawk, tomahawk. Around here, the floor will turn yellow. You immediately go to this marker. The yellow floor will flash and then go away. When the flash happens and the yellow floor goes away, you pop sprint, invuln, and run this quarter lap from 1 to 2. Boom, something will explode, and that's it. You've done your job. There's no second part of that. Does that make sense? And then Chris can do the same thing.
Okay, so and does that only occur once in the
Yes,
entire
only once.
encounter? Oh wow.
Only
okay.
once. Only once. So it's important to make sure you do that maneuver so that like your teammates like hanging out on one, which I'll get to in a moment, don't blow themselves up on a trap. So is it clear what you personally need to do here?
Yes, so there's only one of us that needs to do it, not both
Yes.
of us. Okay.
Well, technically only one, but I would suggest just doing that motion so you don't have to be like looking at your teammate and then be like, "Oh, you're dead. I thought you were going to do like don't do that." Just do the action because that trap needs to be popped.
Yeah, right, just as a safety, okay.
Yeah. So like if you and Chris both use your invuln and blow up the same trap or one of them doesn't get consumed, that's okay. The important thing is that you guys are alive and the trap is gone. Wiggle check. Don't get AFK kicked. Thank you for the reminder. All right. Any other questions from tanks? Yeah, and then Chris, not to leave you out, but you do the same thing. Same thing. You walk with your teammates from 4 to 1 and then sweep with your Super Bowl light from 1 to 2. Make sure you sprint before popping Super Bowl light. Okay, that's a lot of stuff, but we're not done yet. Everyone else, you've got a responsibility here, okay? So when we go into add phase, this dark tile will turn into a death wall. I'm going to ask all of you to go to, let's just say go to 1, right? All of you will go to the 1 marker. All of you will go to the 1 marker, and then you're going to stand here until the first push-pull mechanic resolves. If you are a melee person, that Scorn is pulling from alpha, just engage at range. Don't run up to it and hit it. casters, fizz range, you can shoot it from the 1. If you're like a monk, I see a monk here, just put your hands in your pocket and wait here on the 1 marker. Okay, there's nothing you can do to do damage to the ads at range. Just chill out on the 1 marker. I don't want you walking up to the ad and getting killed by the death wall or getting killed by a trap. So just chill out on the 1 marker until the tanks do their trap sweep that I just described, okay? So once you see a tank has come in from the 4 marker to 1, that's when, well, actually, not even that. You're still here on the 1 marker. You're going to get one of 2 debuffs of concern. That's what I forgot to forget. That's what I forgot to talk about. You're going to get one of 2 debuffs of concern. I'm going to put the picture of these debuffs in raid text chat on Discord. Please take a look if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? You're going to get one of those 2 debuffs. That is a push-pull mechanic. If you get a buff corresponding to the pull mechanic, you start on the outer lip here, and you get pulled across the notch to the inner lip. Conversely, if you got the push mechanic, you start on the inner lip and get pushed out, okay? So the debuff with the lines, that is the pull in. The debuff with the pink cloud, that is a push out. So I'm going to preface this with a jump scare alert. Jump scare alert. Incoming jump scare alert. Okay? So if you guys are prone to anxiety, just kind of expect this for a second. I have a mnemonic that usually I don't do the sound effect for, but I'm going to do it today. So hopefully this helps you guys remember. If you get the debuff with the lines, think of it as Stigma Locklord in the middle is eating spaghetti. You're getting sucked in. Okay? If you get the debuff with the pink cloud, that is Stigma Locklord blowing out cigar smoke. You're getting blown out. That probably got caught by my pop filter.
Your noise filter, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. Just that is the mnemonic, right? Try to remember it because it's easy to be like, oh, it's if you get the debuff with the lines, that's pull in, pink cloud push out. I'll tell you, it took me 5 different wipes on this boss to internalize what those debuffs actually were and react instantly. You got to react instantly to the first one because the first debuff resolves in like 3 seconds. Right? 3 seconds. So just you don't have a lot of time to resolve that first one. So if you're following directions, you're already in a good place to resolve it. So make sure you do the push pull debuff, and then once you do that, make sure you scatter from that marker. Don't all of you hang out at the one. Just move away, move around the ring, spread out, because there's gonna be some like puddles and stuff. We don't want to block off the path for the tank coming from 4 with some puddles. Okay, so it's important that you guys spread out and kind of give a path for that person to navigate through with their ad, because they can't stop. Right, that ad is constantly walking up towards them. And then one more thing that I'll mention here: if shit starts going south, don't panic. Okay, panic is the absolute worst thing you can do. Just do what you can. If you're a tank and you see a loose ad, just try to get on the correct side of it, provoke it, and try to keep it focused on you and walking. Right, we're going clockwise around the outer ring. Yeah, wiggle check. Don't get AFK kicked. All right, that's all I got. Anyone have any questions at all?
So that set of mechanics that you just explained, is that all for everybody?
Yep, that's for everyone, including the healers on the inner ring. You can see on the inner ring there's like notches. That's what you guys use to resolve your debuff. But you personally are not going to go to like the 1 marker. I'm not asking you to do that.
No, we're going to be going to like the outer of like where B is. Or the
yes,
inner
that inner light tile ring. As soon as we get into ad phase, don't worry about what's going on 1. Don't worry about what the tanks are doing. Just go into the inner ring and start doing reflect and dispel.
Got it. So I just reflect the spell and then do that shit, right?
Yep.
All
okay. We do have a GDP in the raid, which will potentially get a lot of people off the floor. It's a 33% chance. So after ad phase, make sure you guys stack on top of, well, not stack on the boss, but I might give an instruction to be like stand exactly like right on top of me. Make sure you do that, okay? Because I'm trying to give space for the dynamics dice to roll and try to pick people up off the ground. All right, thank you for letting me know ahead of time that you had that in the pocket. Okay. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and run ready checks. Yeah, don't worry about what GDP is if you're new. Just focus on doing your thing. The GDP is for like if you've done DRS a billion trillion times like Ohm, and like you're looking for extra ways to help the raid out. GDP is one of them. Alpha ready. Charlie, Foxtrot, Delta, Bravo. What are we missing? Echo. Stand by for Echo team. Yeah, eat food for this. We want some deeps on the ad phase. Are they AFK? You know what? Let's just roll. They've been AFK like this whole time, I think. All right, I'm not gonna worry about that. If they've just been AFK the whole dungeon, then it is what it is. I can't do anything about it now. Okay, we're just gonna roll. 30 on the board. Yeah, no slow burn on this Stigma Lock Lord. You want to save your special actions for the ad phase. Because again, it's the ad phase that's dangerous. This boss, not so much. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. Tank stance check. By the way, I'm the only one who should have tank stance on right now. Our ad tanks will turn it on during ad phase. I'm gonna mitigate this. Get inside of the boss's hitbox. Now find your arm's length surecast. Arm's length surecast now, please. Arm's length surecast now. All right, dodge that triple whack. 81, 80%. At 70%, 7-0. We'll transition phase. 76, 75, 74. Okay, get away from this. This is a big 20-yard swing. 20 yards away from the boss. All right. All right, tank get in position. Tanks get in position. Tanks get in position. Tank stance check. Numbered tanks on. Non-marked tanks off. Ads are out. Get your ad. All right, pull it out. And once it's kind of close to you, start moving. Make sure it doesn't hit you, okay? Make sure it doesn't hit you. Reflectors, dispellers, do your thing. All right, yellow's out. Get to the next number. Unmarked tanks. Sprint. Invuln. Next quarter lap. Do it now. When you explode, if you're a Dark Knight, hopefully you have elixir. Oh, thank God. All right. Antidote. All right, debuffs are out. They are resolving now. Lion is pull in. Pink cloud push out. Resolve your buff. Oh, okay, I got this. I got this. All right, if there are any dead tanks, make sure. Okay, get back into a notch. Get into a notch. Okay, get out of notch. Spread out around the outer ring. Do not panic. If you see like a dangerous situation, try to repair it as best as you can. All right, let's see if we can kill this ad. If you have aggro, make sure you're baiting the ad. Okay, make sure you're baiting the ad. Debuffs are not going to resolve right away. Get into a notch. This ring is going to shoot lightning. Get out of the lightning ring. Oh, we need this to go the other way. We need this to... Okay. Oh, that sucks. All right, debuffs are resolving now. I'm dead. Okay. All right, I got it. I got this one. You hear? Okay, don't panic. There's a lot of shit going on. Just try to stay alive. Get back into a notch. Get into a notch. Okay. All right. Respect the ball of fire, ball of earth. Ball of fire, ball of earth is still active. God, my keys are sticky. Raid wide going out. Tank stance check. Make sure your tank stance is off. I'm trying to acquire threat. Okay, there we go. I got it. Okay, we're gonna go up here to the wall. Rapid bolts go away. Rapid bolts go away. Just drop that somewhere away from everyone else. Okay, get away from this boss. 20-yard circle incoming. Just get away from this. 20 yards. Oh, I wish you would have waited. Oh, that works too. Okay. Oh, that wasn't own. Okay. That got a lot of people up. Drop those away from everyone else. Okay, drop those away from everyone else. Oh, what comes next? Okay, get away from that marker. You know, oh god. Bit. Okay, triple whack coming back out. Okay, I'm gonna bring this against the north wall. Yeah, dodge that first. I'm gonna bring this against the north wall. Okay, I'm gonna take a buster. After the buster goes out, just stack right on top of me, okay? So wait for the buster, wait for the buster. Oh, I don't have any mitt. Shit. Oh god. There we go, 30% up. Okay, stack on me now against the wall. Alright, triple whack going out. There you go. Do we have anyone else with GDP perhaps? It was owned, but he's on the ground right now. Okay. Alright. Raid Y going out. Okay, do we have any reses at all? Okay, we'll reorganize as necessary. Okay, okay. No one should be going ahead, by the way. No one should be going ahead. Please do not go ahead. Please do not go ahead. Stay here, stay here. The reason I'm asking you guys to stay here is if we pop the queen's cutscene and we have to lose people, then the queen will have even more health than necessary. She tunes to the number of people that are present. So let's wait until let's get some people up here. I think we're working on reses. No lost their eyes at all. I want to save sacrifice for the actual fight, so I'm not going to ask for a sacrifice here. Okay, yeah. All right, go ahead and depart instance if you're dead. We can't get you off the ground. Oh, wait, we're working on it. We're working on it. I didn't see Dollhouse. They should, but I want to save sacks for combat. Just to get healers up off the ground for healer LB3 as necessary. Yep, just burn it. This is what it's for. Lost the Rise. Yeah, use what you have left. We're not saving anything because we're at the end here. All right, we got one more dead person down here. Arsoon, if we can get Arsoon off the ground. Do you have any more charges at all of your Lost the Rise? Are you completely out? Okay, just blow it here. Yeah, this is the magic of DRS. Oh, look at that! Yeah, all right. Good job. The one shot. That's my bad, man. Like I called for depart. I didn't realize we had someone with a Lost the Rise. Okay, well, it's all right. Can't do anything about that now. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, own took off because I mean I called it, so it was looking grim. So that's my fault. Let's go ahead and pop the queen cutscene. I'm sorry, Own. All right, good job getting all the way to the end here. Normally we don't have a one shot like all the way to the queen, like especially for new folks, just because usually we eat it at TA, but we blew it up today, so good on you guys. So enjoy that cutscene. No one should feel compelled to skip. All right. We do have a team with no tanks, right? Alpha, Bravo, and Foxtrot seem to be light parties. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out in a moment. Oh, Foxshot has 8. Okay. Yeah, you can bio here. I'm not gonna start the pull with you gone. We have one Cobalt. Cobalt needs a lost re-raise. Oh, he
Where
needs
is it?
I'm sorry, you
Raise
said
it?
4?
the 4 marker.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we have some folks with lost re-raise with the ability to give re-raise to other people. So if you are currently lacking a lost re-raise, consider going to 4 and asking for 1. You may get it, you might not, but we got some folks giving that out, so. Yeah, it's very conceivable to be out of like Blue Feather lost re-raise here. Or lost or resistance re-raiser, excuse me.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Banner of Solemn Clarity. Should I pop that now and put it on my over the Spellforge that I have?
What was that again? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Should I use the Banner of Solemn Clarity? Like,
was that Norbert?
Yeah.
I'm looking for you. I wanted to see how many stacks of sucker you have. If you have like 10 stacks of sucker, you don't really need to use it.
Well, Sucker's not a stacking thing. I have
Okay,
Oh.
so you have 2 rays of sucker. So yeah, go ahead and well, don't slot it in right now. You want to slot it in going into like there's a second set of like lightning orbs. As we're just standing there inside of like the second set of lightning orbs, that's when you would slot it in. You would use it and then you would just hold position. Don't touch
Oh.
anything for like 5 seconds.
Here's the thing. I have still Spellforge on my thing, so I can slot it in there.
I'm just trying to think like, is there's anything else you would use here?
Oh.
You probably well wait. You're okay. You're reflecting. Why don't you slide in dispel?
I do not have another Dispel.
Okay.
I do in our party.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If you just you can if you have something you want to slot in over Spellforge, you can do that because there's no Spellforge is no longer required. So
That's why
whatever
I'm
yeah, whatever the situation is, I would actually wait until you actually need to slot that in because like I don't know what you have left in your holster, but like it might not be the next thing you need might not be Solemn Clarity between now and that mechanic. You know what I'm talking about? So
Reflect up active with 85 uses left.
yeah, so just keep the reflect, and then if you have something else in your holster that you can use like between now and that mechanic, then I would prefer you put that in. But if you have nothing better, then Solemn Clarity will work.
I really have nothing better.
Yep. Okay. And go ahead and slot that in. All right, cool.
Other than
Okay.
that, if we die in this fight and we're not raisable, if say we do clear, are we able to revive at all during that, or did we fail?
I mean, we can res with Lost Sack. Like I don't know what you're asking.
Like if we clear and people are dead on the floor, we're able to.
Yeah, we can get them off the floor. This is not like what's it called? BA, where you get sucked out if you're dead or something like that.
Yeah, I was just saying, it still would give us the achievement even if we're dead at the clear,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
you'll still clear, quote unquote.
Yeah, all you need is the achievement for the Mount Dito.
Yep. As long as you're in the instance and not dead on the ground.
I do have a question.
Like, as long as you're in the instance, period, when the queen is killed.
I do have a concern because I don't know how this happened. I guess I didn't hit confirm at the holster. I don't have clarity for some reason. I'm a healer.
I mean, we can't do anything about that now. So.
Yeah, I know. Is that going to be a problem at all?
Just heal your ass off, I guess. I don't know.
What I do anyways. Got it.
Yep. All right.
It just makes the heal check a little cushier. That's
yes,
all.
especially in a situation. So like usually people will be like Cure 4s do the brunt of the healing, but like if your Cure 4 is dead, then they're not healing. Like you're the only one there. So that's an excellent situation to have
Yeah.
Banner of Solemn Clarity.
I always this is a bad habit I have, but it's also a good habit. I prioritize overhealing just as a precaution in times
All
like
right,
this.
we need to move forward because we don't have a lot of time. Let's get 3 pure invuln tanks. It doesn't matter to me if you know what you're doing on the 1, 2, and 3 markers, please. Pure invulns are paladins and what do you call it? Gunbreakers. Yep. So Globtubulus on 2. All right. So I'm gonna mark you guys in order. You guys are gonna tank the boss. There's nothing like complex, like extra that you guys have to do as tanks. Just we have you tanking to take the cleansing slash. Okay. We're gonna disrespect this. So Chris, you're gonna be leading us off after the countdown. We're gonna do. You're gonna pull the boss. We're gonna do like 1 mechanic. And then you're going to see the first cleansing slash. Okay, cleansing slash is the big tank buster here. What it is, she'll cast it at the end of that cast. She's going to slash once, and then she's going to slash again. Okay, so it's 2 slashes. So we're gonna disrespect that. We will take advantage of the fact that we have pure invulns. So Chris, you're going to super bolide halfway through the cast. Okay, don't do it too early. And of course, don't do it too late. But don't do it too early that you run out of Super Bolide before the second hit goes out, okay? Wait until halfway through the cast, then Super Bolide. So Globtubulus, you're going to wait until Chris Canella... Actually, just wait for me to tell you to provoke. But you're going to wait for Chris Canella to take 2 hits. And then at some point, it doesn't have to be right away. You're going to turn your tank stance on, and you're going to provoke. And then you're going to carry the boss if you're still alive, okay? We're going to do more mechanics. After Relentless 1, you're going to take your 2 hits. So when you see Cleansing Slash halfway through again, you pop your Super Bolide, you take 2 hits, and then you turn off your tank stance. Elena, you're going to take over at that point, turn your tank stance on, provoke. We're going to do a few more mechanics, and after Super Chest 2, you're going to take your 2 hits. Halfway through the Cleansing Slash, pop your Hollow Ground, 2 hits, and then you keep the boss. There's no further tank swaps required there. All right, are you three good with your instructions there? You know what to do?
I'm just trying to understand like the actual sequence. So there's like, so you said relentless. Is that relentless assault?
It's like relentless play or something.
Okay, so
there's no
that thing
number
does,
on it.
like,
I just
what,
call it
auto. Like it's 4 autos, 4 hits.
What is?
Like that
So
relentless thing, it's 4 hits, so we voked after the second hit?
No. So after Globulus, right, you're waiting for Globulus to take 2 hits from the buster. That's just the Cleansing Slash, it's 2 hits. So at some point, it doesn't have to be right away, but at some point, I'll ask you to turn your tank stance on and provoke.
Okay,
right?
so we provoke after Cleansing Slash, and okay, so so the tank before me takes both hits, and then I voke after, so I don't get the bleed and then the garbage. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna be tanking, like you're not gonna be like you're not gonna have been hit, right, by the Cleansing Slasher. So you're really just taking over because you want to have threat by the time the next Cleansing Slash goes out, so that you can hollow ground that.
Right. Okay. And yeah. All right. I get it.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's get our reflectors and dispellers. Same thing. Bravo if you're reflecting. Delta if you're dispelling, and you can double hat this if you want. That's fine. Wiggle check, by the way. Don't get AFK kicked. It would be a shame to get this far and get kicked out by the game because you could not move your controller. You could not be bothered to move your controller. Don't do that. Okay, all the rest of you who are not on the Bravo or Delta markers or the 1, 2, 3 markers, you are now all assistant reflectors if you have a light curtain in your holster. All right? If you have a light curtain in your holster, you're just going to be an assistant reflector. At 2 points in this fight, there's going to be reflect and dispel mechanics going out. So there's going to be 5 big lightning orbs that show up on the field in random locations, right? You want to all of you are going to reflect the same orb, okay? This is not like the previous reflect mechanics where they all have to be killed. Only one of them have to be killed, okay? So like it might show up like right here, for example, okay? the orb itself, like the graphic, is as high off the ground as the letter C on the Charlie marker, and the orb is as big as the letter C. Okay, so expect that to show up somewhere on the field. It could show up inside of the boss's hitbox just like that, very hard to see. So just kind of keep your eyes open for that one. If you are not reflecting, excuse me, if you're not reflecting, just go away from where everyone else is and go away from all the orbs. The important thing is that you don't get zapped by an orb. The blast radius is like one, it's like 1 square. So like if the orb, I got this from Aoi by the way. If the orb is like right here on Charlie and you're standing like right here on the alpha marker, you will get clipped. If you're standing dead center of the tile that is next to the orb, then you're not going to get hit. That's how big the blast radius is. All right, so that is reflect and dispel. Just all of our reflectors, whoever is reflect capable, just pop a light curtain when sovereignty hits 100. I'll call it out. You're gonna hit light curtain or whatever, get reflect on yourself, and all of you are gonna stand under the same bubble. At the same time, dispellers, you're gonna spam dispel on the queen until all 4 of her buffs are gone. Okay, you need to keep dispelling until all 4 of those buffs are gone. Otherwise, we're gonna take a lot of damage from like upcoming mechanics. Okay, we don't want that. All right, that is reflect and dispel. Let me go to see what's next on the script here.
Sorry, where am I? I forget which number or letter I'm standing on. Reflect healer.
Beta.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no. So this is not like Queen's Guard where you have to reflect a specific thing. I'll try to call it out as best as I can, but you basically want to just go to a orb and start reflecting it. If you are standing by yourself, look around, look where everyone else is standing, and go walk over there and continue reflecting. Because that reflect buff is 10 seconds. It'll last that long. Does that make sense? If not, then just use this fight to learn what you need to do. It's okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, to continue, super chess. Okay, so I'm gonna put my super chess markers out here. Wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kicked. There's a lot to go over here. All right, so this is my markers for super chess. Is what I'm gonna use. I use the so-called wall strat. I am tracking that we have 30 minutes. Don't worry about that. I use the right wall facing the safe spot. So the way super chess works, the queen will become untargetable. She's gonna identify like a safe tiles. Our goal is to do 2 movement edicts and finish in the safe tile. Not start there, but finish there. So you're gonna see a tile light up. It's gonna be either this one that I'm jumping on, or the one all the way up north behind the queen. Whatever tile is lit up, we are running the other way, opposite of where that shows up. Run the other way. While you're running away from the safe spot, again, you don't want to start there, you want to finish there. While you're running away from the safe spot, south to north, north to south, you're looking at your debuffs. You're identifying your 2 debuffs, like what the numbers are. You're gonna add them up. You're gonna come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. I will be directing where 5s, 6s, and 7s go. So for example, we might have a situation where like the north tile is safe, so we start running south. As we're running south, you're looking at your debuffs. I'm doing the same. I'm also looking at the pawns on the outside. I'll take a look at their configuration. I'll make a call. I might say something like, wall is safe, back is safe. 6s in the corner, 7s on delta, 5s on 2. Okay, you see that square where the 2 is all the way up front? That is a possibility. You might have to go there as a 5, okay? So you would figure out what your sum is, and depending on your sum, 5, 6, or 7, you go to the tile that I call out. So 5s on 2, 6s in this back right corner, 7s on delta. When I say in the corner, I mean the back right corner from the safe spot. So you stand on that tile, wait for your first of those 2 numbers to show up over your head. Once that shows up over your head, what you need to do is walk that many tiles to resolve that particular mechanic. So the way we do it here, wherever you start walking towards the right wall facing the safe spot. So if the safe spot's up north, you start walking towards the east. if we run out of tiles walking east, do not walk into the death wall. That is not the thing to do. You continue up along the death wall until you run out of numbers on your head. Once you run out of numbers on your head, you hold position. You're not going to be in the safe spot right away. Wait, you're going to get stunned. Wait for that stun to go away, and then you're going to continue and finish on the safe spot. Whatever your number is at that point doesn't really matter. Just go to the safe spot at that point. Okay, and that is super chess. We're going to see that 2 times.
So, just to clarify, we're counting the numbers. How do we count the numbers again? Sorry.
You look at your debuffs. You add those numbers up.
Okay. And we get the amount of numbers above our head after, and we walk into the death wall.
No, that is clearly not what I said.
Okay, sorry.
You don't walk into the death wall. That's going to kill you, right?
Yeah.
Don't do that. So you walk towards the right wall. Don't go into the death wall, okay? Walk towards the right wall. When you run out of tiles, you continue down the death wall, along the death wall towards the safe spot until you run out of numbers over your head. Once you run out of numbers, you stop moving.
Okay.
You're going to get your second number after that because you have 2 debuffs. You're going to get your second number after that. It doesn't really matter what that is. For that number, you just go to the safe spot regardless of whether it's correct or not. If it's the wrong number of steps, you finish in the... You're going to die in the safe spot. What we don't want to happen is that you die outside of the safe spot, you get re-raised, and then you get killed by the queen again, because that will go through your re-raiser.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, I'm not expecting like 100% here. If you die, then, you know, it is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, just follow me. There's gonna be a point where I'm like, stack on me for this, just stack on me for that. I'll call it out. That's gonna be for Relentless too. We do have 2 teams with less than 8 members. Alpha team has 7. I think Bravo has 7. And then which team was Own on? Or were they in Bravo? I forget.
Own was with us at NA.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They were here in Alpha. Okay. Let's give I'll give let's see, Kayuri, excuse me. Kyrie, why don't you join Bravo, and then you can have healer LB3 coverage, because I think you're new. Wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kick. So Kyrie, Imperia, go ahead and depart party. You're not gonna get kicked out of the instance. Just leave the party, okay? And Bravo team, go ahead and pick up Kyuri. They're marked with a square. So please, whoever is the party leader for that team, invite them into your party. And let me know when you guys have done that. Okay, so now I'm tracking that we have 6 people in Alpha, 8 people in Bravo, and 8 people in all the rest of the groups, right? If that's not the case for anyone, please let me know. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready checks going. Go ahead and run ready checks, please. Report when ready. And while ready checks are going out, I want to shout out all the people who helped make this run happen today. So thank you to our Shellers, Cobalt Cinder, Sheller 1, Pre-TA, and Vash Caliber, Sheller 2, right now. Our 2 sweepers were Fapta Shikyo, Sweep 2, and Sweep 3 was Tifa Lockhart. You guys, thank you for revealing traps before and after TA, so we don't blow ourselves up. Well, attempted to anyway. On the way down through the dungeon. Our duelist today was Traffica Falena. So Traffica, good seeing you, by the way. Thank you for doing the duel and contributing your damage, and also your hand token. I don't think I mentioned this after Queensguard, but you guys don't get a hand token unless the duelist wins the duel. So make sure you thank Traffica for your hand token. I think I forgot to say that earlier. Today's Flare Star was Karu Nairuri. So thank you, Karu, for running Flare Star. Our 2 renders were Bang Energy and Beatrice Lace. So thanks to both of you for running Rens 1 and 2. Our deputy raid lead and golem side lead was Fapta Shikyo. So thank you for leading golem side and being deputy raid lead. our team leads today was Alpha Team Neely Erd, Bravo Team Rio Seba, Charlie Team Athen Doshin, Delta Lead Sterling McQueen, Echo Team Lead Ebi Suzu, and Foxtrot Team Lead Thala Nelha. So thank you guys for being team leads. And if there, sometimes if you feel like you didn't do anything, sometimes it's just a smooth run, right? But yeah, thank you for being leaders of your respective teams. And then finally, thanks to all of you who were here today. It is not a secret that it is a struggle to get enough people to go into DRS these days. So, it was a great surprise to see 48 people come out of the woodwork and join this run. So thank you guys for being here. And until the next Savage foray comes out, this is going to continue to be my favorite piece of content. So there you go. All right, we good?
Last but not least, we should be thanking you for taking the time out of your hands to guide us through it, host this group, and giving us call outs, pointers, and coaching along the way. So a massive thank you as well.
Thank you.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks. All right, Bravo Team ready, Foxtrot ready, Echo ready, Charlie ready, Delta ready. Alpha Team is ready. All right, we're all ready. For the final time in this dungeon, go ahead and pop food. Take a bite of your baked eggplant, smoked chicken, pop toast salad, moquecas, whatever you guys are using. All right, win or lose, thank you guys for being here. Tank stance check. Only our number one tank, Chris Canella, should have tank stance on at this point in time. All other tanks, tank stances off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Let's go. All right. Win or lose, thank you guys for showing up. Hopefully you had fun. I know I did to steal a tagline from a YouTuber that I follow. So let's see if we can close it out with a bang. We can still wipe here, so it's not quite over yet. We go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Stack together. No need to rotate the boss. Just stay with your teammates. Chris. All right. Make sure you guys are using your lost actions. All right. Here we go. Aether Shield. Heavy Mitt. First mitigation event. All right. Heal hard. There's a bleed component to that. Okay, she's gonna jump back just a little bit. All right, first mechanic here is Murder Chest. Just follow what I'm talking about here. Second from north all the way south is unsafe. 1 on the left, 3 on the right. I have the picture. North swing goes going to force us into a direction. We are going north. All on the 3 marker. 3 marker, 3 marker, 3 marker, 3 marker. 2 is not safe. 3 marker. 2 is not safe. All right, what is this? Stay in this column. Do not go in the middle column. Middle is not safe. All right, good. I did not murder the raid. All right, good job. So, Chris, halfway through the cleansing slash, don't do it too early. Halfway through the cleansing slash, you're going to super bolide, okay? So, wait. Go ahead and cleanse, super bolide now. Okay, no tank swaps yet. Blood Tubulus, go ahead and tank stance on and provoke. All right, Aether Shield, Heavy Mitt. Aether Shield, Heavy Mitt. Okay. Heal up, heal up. I see a lot of missing health there. Casters, make sure you help out with healing, by the way, if you're not already doing that. Okay, Super Chest. Find the safe spot, go the other way. It's going to light up. Go away from the safe spot. Okay, we're going north. Wall is safe. Back is safe. 5's on 1. 6 is in. Yeah, 5's on 1. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 1. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 1. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. All right, wait for the first number to show up. Wait. You're going down the 4 column. Stop moving when you run out of dots over your head. If you have the big red line, you went too far and you're panicking. You don't move that far. All right, finish it up in the safe spot. Finish it up in the safe spot. Doesn't matter what's over your head. If you died and came back to life and you have a blue feathery razor, make sure you use it, okay? All right, that's Super Chest. Good job. That's a lot of alive people for having all those new folks. All right, reopeners here, pots, lost actions, everything. Your 2 minutes are up. Stack it up tight. Don't be out of range of healing and mitigation. Stack it up in front of the boss. All right, Aether Shield, all mitts, all team mitts. Pop it all. This is a big one. Okay, please heal us up. All right, you see that sovereignty gauge? When that hits 100, light curtain, reflect, whatever you need to do to get reflect on. If you're not reflecting, start going away. Sovereignty 100 now. Light curtain on. Find an orb. There's one to the layer here on 1. Dispellers, dispel, dispel, dispel. All right, everyone in that shell. Everyone in the shell. Everyone in the shell. Any shell, doesn't matter which. All right. Good job. Still alive. Yeah, Glub Tubios, make sure you maintain threat. Tank stance check. All right. Relentless 1, order of operations, north swing low, tethers to wind, gunner mechanic. If you're tethered, you're going to go to a swirly wind puddle. Make sure you observe the gunner here between the numbers. So north swing low first. Where are we going? Up north. Tethers, if you were tethered, go a swirly wind. Once you're in position, aim your opening towards the gunner in the corner between 3 and 4. You saw this earlier. Turret on the side now. Turret on the side. Reindeer has threat. I'm going to provoke. Okay, I'm going to pop all my mitts here. I need another tank to provoke right now and pop all your mitts. Another tank to provoke and pop all your mitts, please. Can I get a dispel also? Just Tsunami? I'm dead. Never mind. Yep, okay. Relentless 2, I am not the safety triangle because I'm on the ground. So, Vash, I'm gonna triangle Vash. Hopefully we can do this.
Oh man, I hope I'm awake enough.
Well, we'll find out, I guess. It's hard for me to call this. Let's see, left of corner. Stand to the front right. Front right. Okay, stack on Vash, stack on Vash. Oh, I'm alive, thank you. Oh, and I'm dead again. Okay. All right, get out of the way of that. Tiny corner.
Right
Okay,
here.
stack on triangle. Stack on triangle. I got rezzed into a mechanic. Okay. Do damage. This is a burst window right here. Just blow it. Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2 heavy mitt. Oh, there's no Stone Skin 2. Alpha Team, just grit your teeth. Heal hard. Heal hard. Oh god, heal hard. Cure 4, all that. You've died and came back to life and you have Re-Razor, make sure you use it. Okay, find the safe spot, go the other way. You're going, looks like south. Back is not safe, wall is not safe. 5's on Bravo, 6's to the left of Bravo, 7's to the left of 6's. 5's on Bravo, 6's to the left of Bravo facing the safe spot, 7's to the left of 6's. 5's on Bravo, 6's to the left of Bravo, 7's to the left of 6's. All right, you're walking down the alpha column. When you run out of dots, stop moving. If you see the big red line, you went too far. Alpha column, Charlie is not safe. Charlie is not safe. Alpha column. Okay, finish it up in the safe spot. 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 Healers. As soon as you have healer LB3, make sure you look. Make sure you look. As soon as you have 3 yellow bars, go ahead and healer LB3. Get your dead people up. This is still very doable. Go ahead and mitigate that. Invuln that Scorn. Invuln that Scorn. God, please. Someone, Asuna Scorn and Elena. Asuna Scorn and Elena. Asuna Scorn and Elena before they die. And let's get another tank swap. Yep. All right, Globulus, thank you. Tank stance check, only Globulus should have it on. All right, what is this? Stack it up in front of the boss. Stack it up in front of the boss. Stack it up in front of the boss wherever she's facing. Stack it up in front. Hopefully we don't get dead body mechanics. Shield Omen. Shield Omen. Knight's going to teleport on you. Find the safe quarter and stay close. Safe quarter a little bit to the left. Stay close. Stay close. Stay close. Go away. Go away. Don't get hit by any of the normal mode turrets. Normal mode turrets. Sovereignty 100. Light curtain now. Light curtain now. Reflector orb at Alpha. It looks like Alpha is a reflector orb. Okay. Everyone in that shell. Everyone in that shell. Any shell. It doesn't matter which. Okay, stack it up in the middle tile. Stack it up in the middle tile. Continue doing damage. Make sure you use your lost actions. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Nick, I'm sorry. We had no one alive to do anything for you. Continue doing damage. Okay, Relentless 4 coming up. Order of operations. Knockback, we're going to ignore the knockback. Make sure you identify your arm's length surecast. When the line comes out, that's when you do arm's length surecast, okay? Knockback, tethers, or excuse me, what is it? Yeah, knockback, hot or cold, bomb mechanic. There we go. So if you're tethered, tethers will be going to small after the knockback. Okay, arm's length, surecast now. Tethers to small, keep moving. Good, the good pattern. All right, tethers to small, tethers to small. Yeah, you got to keep moving through the ice. This is just like in Castrum. When you land, run to a bomb that just exploded. Wait for the second explosion to hit. All right, pump it out as much damage. Soft and rage. Tanks, get ready to overslot your Aether Shield. Stand by on Aether Shield, your first Aether Shield. Don't overslot yet. All right, Aether Shield now. Mitigate for your teammates. Replace your lost Aether Shield. Slot in your second lost Aether Shield that you should have in your holster. Healers keep healing. Tier 4s help out. Second Aether Shield now. Use your second Aether Shield and pump out as much damage as you can. Keep healing, keep healing, keep heal. Tier 4 as necessary. Just pump out as much damage as you possibly can. 3%. We're close. All right, no remaining damage. Just as much as you can. If you're sitting on a potion, use it. Lost actions, reslot. Don't DPS LB. That's a damage loss. Pump it out. 1.5, 1.4, 1.2, 1. Sub 1%. 0.6. 0.6 in rage. Good job. It was close. It was close, but we had a lot of deaths. Okay, if we won, honestly, that would have been a victory that we didn't deserve because there's a lot of dead people on the ground. Okay, you guys have seen the entire fight. You are all enragers at DRS, so thank you guys for showing up. I might do an encore run tomorrow. I don't know. If you guys want to show up to that, we can try to get people across the line for that. But as far as right now, that's all I got. So thank you guys for showing up.
Thanks, guys.
Hopefully you had fun, learned a lot. I know a lot of people learned a lot, so